In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs are headed back to the finals. The race for Sace begins. It's a 99 rematch as they take on the Knicks. The series begins on Wednesday here in San Antonio. To get there, the Spurs took down OKC in Game 7. Wemby was named the Western Conference Finals MVP. Speaking of the Spurs, when the season's done, they're going to say goodbye to their associate head coach, Sean Sweeney. He's finalizing a deal with the Orlando Magic to be their next head coach. In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys get back to work today, and tomorrow, it's OTA season. Biggest question, will George Pickens be there after signing his franchise tag earlier this offseason? I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Everybody, how we doing, San Antonio? It's finals week, Rob. Oh,
y'all better slick
man.
up. We got company coming. Slick up. Pretty up now.
Oh, I love it. You love to see it. You love to see it. The San Antonio Spurs headed back to the NBA Finals. And Rob, what a weekend it was, right? I mean, the whole thing just felt
strangely, for a lot of us, strangely familiar.
Yeah.
I mean, it struck me as the celebrations were starting to kick in, and I'd watched the game with, as my voice can tell, I didn't go out on Saturday. I watched it at home, and my son came over and watched the first half, and he was going to go out and watch the second half and party afterwards, or pour his sadness into his beer. And he started texting me after the celebration was over, and he goes, I just can't believe that I get to do this too.
What do you mean?
Because for a lot of the younger generation, their parents got it, but they didn't.
A
lot, like, he has been a Cowboy fan his entire life.
Oh, womp womp.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he hasn't gotten that.
So, like, to him, being a Cowboys fan is just like being a Bills fan.
Just born to it. And
like,
it
he doesn't. He's like, oh, they're not, like, somebody said, oh, I know how you feel. Somebody said it to me that, like, this week. Oh, you're a Bills fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. I know how you feel. Like, what? No, you don't.
If they're that young, they do.
Yeah.
And so
you don't think about that.
And he told me, finally, I get to do this. And it struck me, this whole generation of people that saw their parents, their older siblings get to celebrate, and they didn't really know why there was a celebration, and now it's their turn.
Yeah.
And it struck me, this passing of the torch. It's just spectacular. It was, when you overcome things and you do things in, there's different ways of attaining glory, and to do it on your first try is so ridiculous to me. I still can't get over what I witnessed. It's not the best Spurs game I've ever seen, but it was the best Spurs game I've ever seen.
I mean, I think part of it is also because they were underdogs.
Yeah,
like, it didn't feel imminent, because
even with 5 minutes and an 8-point lead, I kept thinking, how are they going to lose this? I just don't see how the world doesn't work this way. You don't get to do this your first time. It just doesn't work. And to watch them chip away and make the right decision over and over and over by everyone. They made great decisions. They were tired. They were beat up. Wemby's got 5 fouls. You've got Shea, who's dialed in. The crowd is crazy, and yet they made the right decision at every turn. And it was the others that brung them. You got Champagne just going nuts. The Cornet block, which now he's the king of San Antonio. It was what a great prologue to what's going to be an extraordinary couple of weeks.
Yeah, this is one of those times where I'm certainly glad to eat crow as someone who predicted that the Thunder would be too much in this situation. They were not. And maybe I'm being foolish, but I feel like they conquered the boogeyman. I feel like we will be here in 2 weeks talking about another trophy.
It's going to be hard to persuade me otherwise. And we're going to talk about the Knicks and their what makes them great and what makes them not so great, and so all those things as we get into the game on Wednesday. But there is some symmetry to this. But the way they took down Oklahoma City feels like they didn't just end Oklahoma City's. Oklahoma City's going to go home and look at themselves in the mirror, and I hope they don't look too hard. Because
I think
they had one dude let them down. They had two dudes that were hurt. They're not going away, but we will start next year on footing that is very much even, and we'll never see a series called or refereed like we saw last ever again. It will be a matchup of equals, and that will be what the Spurs attained from now until the end of whatever this is. Now the Spurs are first among equals as far as this is a great freaking basketball team and do all the respect.
Yeah, I think win or lose that game on Saturday, I mean, we'd already talked about it. I think this is probably going to be the Western Conference Finals for the next 2 or 3 years anyway. And nothing changed my mind about that. I mean, I don't think the Thunder are dead and buried for anything other than this season. Shea was phenomenal in Game 7. Unfortunately for him,
he was alone.
He was kind of. It was. I mean,
complete. Casey Wallace did his best.
I mean, I'll call it how I see it, and this is me as a guy who has said, this guy gets a bad rap. Chet Holmgren, what a cowardly performance in Game 7.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've never seen a guy collapse under the pressure like that. But we can't even have you on the court, bro. We can't even have you on the court.
That was, for a superstar caliber player, one of the most shameful showings.
It was neck up too, man.
Oh yeah, he was beat in his head, 100%. I mean, for him to have the fact that he couldn't even take shots it borders on embarrassing. Like, he's got to really be throwing up this entire week.
And sitting and talking with the group, it appeared to me, and I'm not, I know Pop and his history with Air Force and PsyOps and all that. There was a concerted effort to get him out of the game, to get him mentally out of the game. The way that Steph and Devin and even the young brother, even Dylan, were in his face and they're talking to him constantly. They talked him out of his game. He was mentally checked out and questioning everything he did. It seemed like a concerted attempt just to mentally make this guy an absentee player, and he was. And to roll that into the youth and the wisdom of the youth, the old soul that Dylan Harper is, that dude, when Steph went down and was about to get into it with Caruso, and rightfully so, when Harper dove on the ground,
that was such a big moment.
I've never in my life seen a kid take care of another kid like that.
Yeah. Yeah, even my wife, who doesn't care for basketball, said that was her favorite moment. That was her favorite moment of the game.
I get the sense it's going to be one of those moments, along with when we buy the DVD, to use an old parlance. When we look at what this season was, those were a couple of moments that are going to live forever.
I would think so.
Those are going to hang around and you name your other historic moments with the Spurs, but it's going to hang that long.
Yeah, what a cool weekend it became, man. And so we don't normally take a lot of phone calls on this program, but I'll welcome them today. I want to get the thoughts of the people, of the gente. 210-656-3776 if you want to come on and give your feelings about that Spurs game. We'll give ours throughout the day, and we'll give our feelings about the New York Knicks upcoming.
We're going to give a lot of thought about them. I just want you to just pay attention today to Knick fan. Just listen to him talk. And I'm talking Knick fan from Street Dude to Stephen A. They all sound like they're trying to convince themselves that they're good enough.
Except Michael Rappaport. He is absolutely convinced.
Well, just listen to them. They sound like a hyped-up version of Stuart Smalley. Well, damn it, we're good enough.
Yeah.
We're a good team. Yep. We're good. If you look at our record, look how we're killing team. We're good. They sound like they're talking to themselves, not us.
Yeah. Yep. So listen, man, I don't know how you could watch that series and not feel like that was the NBA Finals. I mean, the way that those two teams went back and forth. If you think that those aren't the two best teams in the world, I don't know what to tell you.
You know,
and it would, like, I would literally be shocked, aghast, if the Knicks found a way to knock off the Spurs 4 times. I would be shocked.
Very quietly, Adam Silver sitting in his office, laughing to himself and opening up that 50-year-old bottle of scotch. That mid-season cup thing matters, means something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 3
of those 4 teams that we're playing.
Yep.
Us, OKC, in New York, that was how it all went down. And we're all here at the end. That thing matters. It primed the pump for what all 3 of those teams, or especially the Knicks and the Spurs, were going to need to get where they got.
Yeah. What a fantastic series it's wrapped up, and hopefully a fantastic series ahead. We will, like I said, we'll take some calls today if you want to get in, 210-656-3776. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Stall.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Well, road construction continues. Only the left lane is open. This is going to be I-10 upper level westbound between North Frio Street and right after Culebra. We do have a little bit of construction work also to talk about. I-35 southbound between Pat Booker Road and Copper Line. Other than that, the roadways are looking pretty decent out there. You know, when you run across road construction, just please slow down with caution. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance.
Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. 100% of them can get their T levels back. Synergenics tailors their TRT to make sure levels are where they need to be. They even take insurance. Head to Synergenics.com to book your free testosterone test today.
From the people who brought you It's the Dog Park comes...
It's a hot spot on your dog's leg that the internet says you can treat it at home. You're not sure though, 'cause now it's oozing.
Protect your dog from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance.
Ooh, he's licking it. Super gross, dude.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ Bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
Hello, I'm Ozempic. And I'm other GLP-1s, kind of like him. Hey, are you shaking a maraca?
No, I'm shaking the pill version of Ozempic, which no one should ever do except in ads like this.
A nice disclaimer.
Hey, thanks. Ask your doctor about which FDA-approved uses of the Ozempic pen or pill may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide tablets, 9 milligrams, and Ozempic semaglutide injection, 2 milligrams.
There's a pill version of Ozempic.
As parents, we have a million things running through our minds. Playdates, checkups, groceries, laundry, diapers, work, carpool schedules, picture day, swim team, did we mention diapers, birthday parties, meal prep, lost permission slips, dentist appointments, and the dog that still needs to be walked. So it's easy to make a mistake. Oh, I forgot birthday candles. Sit tight, hon, I'll be right back. We say we'd never put our kids in danger by leaving them in the car alone. Oh, wait, since when are candles not on the baking aisle? but never happens. And temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you, and every time you park the car, stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11, great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Yes. Welcome in to The Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Drew Show. He says, my true north, the Shaolin cut harbinger of the dynasty to come, Hoffman. He brings the sun, the moon, the prince that was promised Wimby and glory. It took an H-Town guy to change the bad juju of Fort Worth Mike Taylor. Man. I'm glad to do it.
There you go.
I'm glad to bring another championship, hopefully, knock on wood. Everywhere I go, I just bring championships with me. I work in championship cities. I can tell you that much.
Buffalo.
I never worked there, Rob. Never worked there. Never worked there. But when I work in a place, that's when the rings come.
I'm glad you're here.
That's all, Rob. Yeah. You know what it's like. You've worked in a championship city before. This is, this is nothing new for you.
This is my 6th run.
Yeah. But me, I'm a nomad. I bounce around and just bring titles to people like Santa Claus. Sandy Claus.
I actually was living in Orlando in the 14 one. No, I was driving a boat. I wasn't on air then. I didn't cover that one, but I've been with 4 others.
Okay. That's a pretty good run. Pretty good run. 4.
Had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you, the Drew Show. I don't know of the Mike Taylor curse, but I'm glad that it's over. That's
Dude's
all I
can say. Not even on air anymore.
Well, I mean, that says enough, doesn't it?
I'm just saying.
That says enough. Let's see. Josh says, his claim we're going to call him with his fake Jamaican accent to give the Spurs their flowers. I don't. First of all, I don't know that it's Jamaican, the accent, but is it Jamaican? Okay, yeah, but I don't.
Certainly Caribbean.
I don't think it's fake.
I don't think it is, too.
No, I think that's.
And I think he's a retired chief. You might want to watch yourself.
I think that's just where he's from. But hey, you mentioned, because the Knicks are such a public team, the national hype that is surrounding them right now.
Oh, well, it's not so much national hype. It's just that the national headquarters for all of our media outlets are within 20 miles of Madison Square Garden. So it's going to feel like it's the Spurs against the world when it's not, but it's going to feel like it on the media side of things.
Yeah. If you're watching ESPN or anything like that, it's gonna feel like Knicks programming.
Yeah, it will. And so
yeah, whatever, man. Let's go to the phones. Again, we don't do this often, but we'll open it up for you guys to react today. You can dunk on me for picking Oklahoma City, no problem. A lot of you deserve that. Let's go. Who's up first, Vic? Is that Joe?
Hold on. We got, was that Liel Cindy?
I don't know.
Ask names. Let's not go government name. Let's ask names.
Show me the other page. I think he wrote it up there on the other page.
It was Joe.
Joe, you're on the Morning Huddle. Good morning, friend.
Good morning, fellas. Good morning. What a morning to be a Spurs fan. I've been a fan since the Ice Age. That kind of dates me a little bit, but what Rob said earlier is so true. Generation. My kids got to see a little bit of their run, and now my grandkids are seeing this, and amazing. I think one of the biggest factors to me was keeping Tony Brothers out of that building for Game 7.
Joe, we had to fight through Steve Javie 20 years ago, so they get their Tony Brothers.
Yeah, it's so true, Rob. You guys do a great job. I love listening to you on the way to work. And keep the great work. Let's go Spurs. Let's win another one.
Let's go. Go Spurs, go. Appreciate the call, Joe. Yeah, you said, your sons have been Spurs fans forever. It was fun sitting with my son, watching him be excited about the Spurs. My son doesn't really watch a whole lot of basketball, and he's watched damn near every game of these playoffs, and he's bought in. He's caught the fever.
Well, it's easy to like too. It's
an easy product to like, no doubt.
It's a spectacular product that is obviously transmitting. I cannot wait.
And he hates Shea Gilgeous-Alexander more than a lot of people on the Brigade Bar do.
I will say this: I haven't seen the numbers for Saturday night, but it's going to rival any game 5, 6, or 7 of the finals.
It has to. What a huge. And well, I don't know about that because there are going to be a lot of New York television sets tuned in.
Oh, I'm just saying previous to this.
Okay.
I think the numbers as they were building to the Game 7 looked like they were trending toward 10, 12 minimum million. So if they're around there, we're talking about mid-finals numbers.
Well, I think the finals this year, the Spurs, who have historically been sort of a dud in ratings in the finals,
unless we were playing LeBron.
I don't think you're going to get a dud this year. I think this is a different kind of Spurs team. People want to watch this Spurs team, and the opponent is going to bolster it. There's going to be some big numbers put up in the ratings in this series, in my opinion.
Yeah, this will be as big as the Steph years and LeBron early years. Yeah, this will be huge.
Marco says he was holding his newborn when the Spurs won. Next generation up. That's pretty cool.
It's phenomenal to watch it and see people, kids running around in their parents' old shirts. It's just very few cities and franchises get this.
Well, honestly, and this is let me gloat a little bit for the city of San Antonio because this isn't what it's like in other places. I know you guys are spoiled by this, and you guys are used to what it's like. The Spurs fans and the city of San Antonio does it different. They really do. And to me, before, like I said, I've been in a lot of places where there's been a lot of titles won, and when the Longhorns won their first championship in, 35 years or whatever it was a big deal. It wasn't like this. When the Astros won their first World Series in franchise history, it was a big deal in Houston. And the Astros, people can say it's a
big deal here, too.
The Astros are the biggest thing in Houston. I know the Texans.
It's true.
The NFL is still big in Houston, in Texas, but the Astros are the thing in Houston. And it was big, but it wasn't this. And then in Vegas, when the Golden Knights won, it was huge. And I thought, man, this is what it looks like when a city gets behind a franchise.
Because they finally had one for themselves.
Yeah. But it doesn't feel like this. Like in Vegas, there weren't homeless guys wearing Spurs gear. You know what I mean? Like I've literally seen hobos with Spurs gear. Hobos with Go Spurs Go written on their signs. Like this is
how you make money.
Dude, it is next level stuff,
dude.
And I'm proud to be on the radio here in San Antonio. You guys are killing this thing. And I don't know if it's like this every year.
It is. Well, we're not even there yet. I mean, we're just now at the front door. And I think what's different about this than all the others is those of us that knew couldn't believe it was happening. And then the next generation was so ready for it to happen that they started celebrating. In my mind, I thought it was too early. But what they've effectively done is set a level at which we just keep getting bigger and bigger in the celebration. The drone shots of San Antonio on Saturday night, it was extraordinary. And you juxtapose what we did.
There were fireworks in my neighborhood, Rob.
Well, think about that. And then think about what we saw go down in Paris.
Yeah.
I mean, now granted, do we have too many nalgas shaking around on military? Yes, we do. Are we taking some liberties with clothing and fireworks on the streets and fire? Yes, we are. But to my knowledge, nothing serious. We've had one poor kid fall off a truck, which God bless his soul, or prayers with him. But for the most part, this has been a civil celebration that is just us coming together. It's what makes this city absolutely extraordinary. Just wonderful time to be here, and it's only going to be better. We get 2 more weeks of this.
Pumbaa says SGA forgot he's a star without the fouls. That dude left it out there.
You know, he's so much more fun to watch when he's not flopping, when he's pulling up and doing the Shea Gilgeous stuff.
Well, it felt like the last
Jordan-esque stuff.
Yeah, the last 2 games of the series, it felt like he said, you know, he'll show you.
He knows how to do it without that.
And Game 7 was, I mean, Shea was the best player on the floor in Game 7, to be honest.
Well, yeah, he had to be.
But he just didn't have the help that he's had in the other games. It was Shea, and it was Case and Wallace, and it was a bunch of dudes who really disappointed, quite frankly. Alex Caruso had his worst game of the series.
2 in a row. He closed the series out poorly. 2 in a row. Didn't play well. The Spurs took him out. Sean Sweeney, that's your parting final shot there. That was brilliant.
Yeah, the Chet performance, there is no excusing it, quite frankly. And Lou Dort was taken out offensively. Probably their third best player on offense was Isaiah Hartenstein, who just had that little teardrop
jump
floater thing. Yeah, roll with that.
That dude made himself some money, man. I was so impressed at the end of the series. If you look at guys on that other roster, you go, who would I like to have? My first pick would be Case and Wallace. My second would be Isaiah Hartenstein. Both those cats can play.
Well, I mean, he was at least a speed bump to Wemby, whereas Chet was like an oil slick. He just sped things up.
I never thought I'd get to the point where I felt sorry for him.
I did too.
You know, I felt bad for this poor dude.
And I have been a guy who said, "Hey, you guys don't realize how good Chet can be." And Chet is the second best defensive player in the world this year, and look what it got him. And I said he looks great when he's not out there with Wemby. But even when Wemby was off the floor, he shrunk. It was an embarrassment. So while I defended him and have egg on my face, I also want to shout out De'Aaron Fox, who Rob and I pounded the table for and said, don't throw this dude out the window.
A testament.
And De'Aaron Fox was, I think, key in what the Spurs did on Saturday.
And these days off to get into Wednesday are going to matter. We're going to need a lot of De'Aaron against Jalen Brunson. There's going to be a lot of work in front of him.
Yeah. So and you know what? You mentioned this during the break, but one of the biggest things that happened in that game was Dylan Harper keeping Steph Castle from getting overly emotional. And Alex Caruso has a tendency to draw that out of you, and I think he had drawn it out of Steph Castle finally.
He's about to go down.
I mean, it's not much different than when Naz Reid had drawn it out of Wemby, and for Dylan Harper, a rookie, to understand that, dude, you're too important to do this, was
it's
one
Yoda,
of the biggest
man.
things that happened in this whole series.
He's an old soul. He's a 1,000-year-old soul playing 20-year-old basketball, man. He just the decision making and the calm under pressure and the shot making and the defense and everything that he brought. Oh, just he's just part of a bigger machine. But he played such a big role. And you know the difference that De'Aaron Fox brought in, not only for Dylan Harper but for Steph Castle. My dad always says, a burden shared is a burden halved. And, it was more than that. It was just he took so much off the difficult stuff off the kids' plates and let them just go be themselves. And it's a magical thing to watch when you see an old ball player, allow young guys to be great.
Yeah. Pumbaa says, Chet's career has forever been altered by Wemby in this series. It might really be. And, dude, I always think back to, and this is when I was a little kid, and ironically the Knicks, John Starks Game 7 against the Rockets, where he was like, 2 of 18
and
or
would
something
not
like that.
Stop shooting.
And I never looked at John Starks as a serious player again.
It took 20 years for Knicks fans to look at him straight.
Yeah. So this game really could change the trajectory of Chet Holmgren's career.
You wonder.
It's hard to take, and again, I've been a defender. It's going to be hard to take him seriously as a superstar caliber player.
The only thing that'll change it is a rematch and a ring, and even then he's going to have to be pretty successful in doing it. But we love a rematch and we love a second act. I think if he addresses it right, he could become a hero. But right now, he looks like a dude that needs some time to himself in a weight room.
Yeah, that was a painful showing by a guy who. They were counting on, especially with Jalen Williams on the bench. They were counting on Chet to step up. Not only did he not step up, he shrunk to nothingness. It really was sad to see. You mentioned Cason Wallace. Cason Wallace was phenomenal. Cason Wallace is a hidden star. Like
he really is overshadowed for a lot of reasons. I think it's just because
he plays the same position as Shea.
He's also like Deion Sanders. You just put him on somebody, and that guy just isn't part of the game anymore.
Yeah,
he in Game 6. Did you notice he took 2? I call them "give me that dogs." When you literally just rip the ball out of somebody's hands.
Yeah.
He took 2 layups away from us in consecutive plays.
Yeah.
He is as the best on-ball lockdown defender in the NBA.
I think so too. But it was those 2 guys against, and it didn't feel like watching the Spurs. Did it feel like anybody really had like an off night?
No,
I guess
7 guys in double figures.
Devin wasn't great, but he wasn't awful any means.
It was a good to better, better to best night. Everybody got their opportunity, and everybody was successful in their role. It was an extraordinary win. That's why I'm saying I've never seen – I've seen better wins, I think, because we held trophies at the end of it.
Yeah.
I've never watched a better played basketball game by the San Antonio Spurs.
No, I'm with you.
Not once.
And there were times – where and that's part of the when you show yourself over the course of a season, there were times where I was like, oh boy, this is where it happens. In the fourth quarter especially, it was like, oh boy. Even after they jumped out to 14-point lead in the first quarter,
there's always a run,
and then in the second quarter all of a sudden it's tied up again. It's like, oh, how do you screw that off
to keep
so
back.
Fast
and 6 points when they needed it. Boom.
And honestly, that's when the Thunder came back in the second quarter and tied up the game after the Spurs had a huge early lead. I said, oh, boy, this is where a young team usually folds up. They didn't.
Wemby, the first 3.5 minutes of the second half was extraordinary.
Yeah.
I don't know what went down in the locker room, but there was a preparation and an action taken where this dude woke up and went out in the third quarter and won that basketball game. He made no uncertain notice. As long as I'm on the court, there's no way we're losing tonight.
Anthony says, I truly believe we take this even with a healthy Thunder team. I mean,
we could have.
Yeah, it certainly changes the math. He's the second best player on the Oklahoma City Thunder. But you know what? Injuries are part of the game. And the Spurs weren't. De'Aaron Fox was out there not totally healthy, and he fought through it. Jalen tried and couldn't. I'm not faulting him for not being able to play, but that's part of the game, man. You're not always going to get teams when they're at their healthiest. Just like Oklahoma City last year, like when people say, "Oh, well, if Tyrese Halliburton would have gotten hurt," I don't buy into that. Dudes get hurt. It's part of the game, and having the depth to overcome it is part of the game. And I like to think Oklahoma City wouldn't use that as an excuse.
Not. Well, Jalen will because he didn't play, so he gets the right.
Yeah,
to say,
he's the only one.
We'd have won.
He's the only one. Everybody
no
else, no. And really, the only dude that matters there is Shea. Like if Shea's not using it as an excuse, then from a legacy standpoint, it doesn't matter for any of these guys. All right, we'll be right back. We got to keep talking this. It's Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Well, road construction continues. Only the left lane is open. This is going to be I-10 upper level westbound between North Frio Street and right after Culebra. We do have a little bit of construction work also to talk about. I-35 southbound between Pat Booker Road and top of the line. Other than that, the roadways are looking pretty decent out there. When you run across road construction, just please slow down with caution. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead, sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Hello, Connecticut. May I help you?
This is Bill Tyson. Is this my Connecticut Pro?
Yes, Mr. Tyson. What can I do for you?
Calling from Yellowstone National Park. Old Faithful just erupted and reminded me I didn't set the vacation bypass in my Connecticut water conditioner. Would you run over to my house and set it? I've hidden the key under my doormat.
Well,
I forgot to set the bypass last year. I had that other brand, and the softener used up 4,000 pounds of salt in a week.
Mr. Tyson, relax. With your new Connecticut, there is no vacation cycle or any worries about salt. If you don't use any water, your Connecticut won't either. We not only believe in saving salt, but also in saving water.
Would you go over and unplug it then? I'm trying to conserve electricity.
You forget that your Connecticut doesn't use electricity either. either. There's nothing to plug in, and don't forget that your Kinetico is also completely automatic.
Mean I can relax and enjoy my whole vacation?
That's right.
This is great. I've got Old Faithful here at Yellowstone and an Old Faithful in my Kinetico water conditioner at home.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Kinetico. SA.com.
License number 38961.
Academy Sports and Outdoors doesn't sell meat. We do sell the things that make meat meat. Grills that make steak sizzle, smokers that melt brisket, and chairs that make you say, let's sit and eat meat. But that meat didn't come from us. The shade you're under, spice you're tasting, and American flag shirt you're wearing, that's us. Cherry wood and charcoal, yes. Corned beef, no. Corn whole, yes. Canopies, yep. Canapes, I don't know what that is. Meat, no. Everything but the meat, yes. Academy, fun can't lose.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
When a child is struggling with their mental health, the adults around them can make all the difference. Parents, teachers, coaches, anyone who shows up in a child's life. Because in those tough moments, kids are looking to the grown-ups around them for support.
If you're at school having a bad day, you just don't want to do anything.
I just get these thoughts like, do better. All my little emotions in my head is just running crazy. I don't know what to do.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed?
He's just in tears in the huddle. I was like, what's wrong? And he's just like, I'm just so frustrated, and I didn't know what to do.
None of my undergraduate studies talked about mental health.
Teachers need tons of help.
That's why the Kids Mental Health Foundation provides free expert-developed tools and resources to help adults support the kids they care about.
Having those resources is the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
Because when adults feel supported, kids do too. Kids Mental Health starts with us. Find free resources at kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Monday at 2 when the Blitz begins, the NBA Finals will be set and the previews begin.
We'll have all the reaction from that big Game 7 in Oklahoma City Saturday night.
The Blitz, Monday at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yay! A lot of people saying they cried. Well, I didn't do that.
No, I didn't cry. I was.
You were asleep, weren't you?
No, I was up.
You were awake?
I was up for this one.
Oh, you're so puro, Vic.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
I haven't cried.
And it's weird because my sister called me. She lives over there on the south side. She goes, the honking won't stop.
Oh, I
said,
bet.
oh, no, it won't. And she lives off of Theo Malone. And mind you, that's a few exits away from military.
That's still right there at Pan Am. Yeah, it's busy. But that's just it. I was looking at the drone footage. Not only is military busy, but it's like South Florida's is busy. Roosevelt's busy.
Marbach was
Zarzamora's
busy. Yeah.
busy. All the cross streets are jacked up for a mile in either direction. And it is nothing but.
The Academy was busy.
Oh, my
Oh, Lordy.
Now, see, people.
But I'm going to wait.
We warned you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you went
I want
and got
those
your
final
stuff.
shirts, though.
Now,
I want those title shirts.
Get the finals version. Don't buy Western Conference title gear.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when the Spurs lost in the finals, would you wear that gear of the year that they lost in the finals?
No.
So why are people already?
I would wear the final. Nothing. I would say I'd wear the final shirt. Wearing Western Conference champion is kissing your sister. You want to own it, but it's not something you wear around proudly because it doesn't. Unless you win if you get the ring, then all of them are worth it. Wear them all the time.
Yeah.
But if you're just the Western Conference Finals, it's an incompleted journey. It's a feel good, and it's something you want to have, but it's not something you're proud to wear for about a year.
But do you want like the 2013 Spurs Heat NBA Finals jersey shirt? The
only reason I still have all that is because we ended up beating them, so it feels that much better when you wear it. Like, yeah, you got us, but we got you.
Okay.
So there's a revenge factor, and there's something extraordinary about that one because that's the story of those 2 years. And in the book of the Spurs, which was essentially the last chapter of title years, was those 2 years. So both of them matter. This one is going to feel real good in time, but we had a caller say they cried or somebody on the – I didn't cry yet because we're not done. We're not done.
But has it ever felt like when the Spurs would beat the Lakers, did it feel like the job was done?
Never. No, because we always had something. No, well, in 2001 when we played the Nets, it was not. And, and then in 2007, Cleveland wasn't all that scary either. We were on top of our game. But we had LeBron and we didn't know, so it was going against this young buck. But those two series, one was 5 and one was 4, and it felt like it was imminent.
Does this not kind of feel like that?
No, do you
take the Knicks that seriously?
We're going to have a lot of reason to find them serious. They are not the team that they were.
I know
neither are the Spurs.
I know you don't want to be like you don't want to.
I don't see how they beat the Spurs 4 times. I can tell you that. And then I go, well, how do they beat them 3 times? I don't even think they beat them 3 times. I think they're going to get 1 or 2 at home, and it'll be a 6-game series. And I think it'll be close. Of those are going to be close. I just don't see how they got it.
I did a hit on VSiN yesterday on the Vegas Sports Information Network, and they were asking me like, how many games I thought the Knicks could win in this series, and I said Spurs minus 1.5 games, which would mean Spurs in 6.
That's how it feels.
That's plus money. That feels right to me. I also talked about this, and this is where it blows my mind, and this is why I think the Knicks are so overhyped right now. And I get it. The Knicks are running through the Eastern Conference playoffs like a hot knife through butter, but it feels like the Eastern Conference playoffs are exactly that, butter. Like it's soft. The Spurs, who were 3.5-point favorites every time they played the Thunder at home, they play the Knicks game 1. The line is Spurs minus 4.5.
Well, some of it's an 8-day break for the Knicks, so I think you're getting a point just because they've been
there is
and watching.
No world where the Knicks are within a point or 2 or 3 of the Thunder.
No.
And so the idea that the Spurs are only one more 1-point favorite more against the Knicks than the Thunder is laughable to me. Like, that just means to me that the Knicks are overrated, overpriced.
Well, there's plenty of hype. There's plenty of reason. And now I qualify everything I'm saying because the Knicks are as hot as any team I've ever seen coming into the finals. I mean, they got 5 dudes that are shooting 60% from 3, it feels like. So if that maintains, it's going to be a series. It'll make it really interesting. That will have been 8 days ago. So whatever you were cooking has gotten cold. So if they can maintain it, more power to them. And the Spurs are also a really tough matchup for them. All their good places is where we're better.
Although the Knicks took 2 out of 3 this year against the Spurs, and I said that doesn't matter. That didn't matter to me in the Oklahoma City series. It doesn't matter to me in this one.
Different team than last time.
I do have a disturbing stat that I'll give on the other side of this break. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. on Rangers game days. Prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text SPARK to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text SPARK to 215-215. That's SPARK to 215-215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Elliott here on the Blitz. When you saw the video of Carter Bryant in the public bathroom in Oklahoma City, what were you thinking?
Must have had to go really badly. I'm not going there at fans in the middle of the game, I promise you that. And I've had to go a couple times.
It was bizarre.
And then, of course, you know, the worst thing, somebody pulls out his phone and starts recording, which you should never bring your phone out in a restroom and start recording.
When you bring your phone out, you're recording people. You're recording people in the bathroom. Come on.
And I think, Sean, it's safe to say if you see Sean Elliott in the restroom, Sean will gladly take a photo outside of the bathroom.
Yeah, and good Lord, for the sake of cleanliness, when you come out of a stall, of all things, I will be more than happy to meet you outside the bathroom after you've washed your hands.
Well, stop watching. Make sure you're going for at least 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I'll be counting the seconds.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Ah, yes. What a day. What a day in San Antonio. Pumbaa says something that I agree with part of him. He says postseason Spurs would dominate regular season Spurs. I agree with that. He said Knicks didn't get better in the postseason. I disagree with that. The Knicks in this postseason are the best version of the Knicks I've seen. I just don't think they're good enough.
Comparisons, I just saw a highlight of the championship game, the cup game, or whatever that was. Now, the Knicks are a veteran team. The Knicks were a veteran team in January. They're a veteran team now. In January and February, we were babies.
Yeah.
This team is not even close to the team that we saw in January and February. They are light years, I'm not kidding, years ahead of where they were then to now.
Yeah.
So the comparison is false because the Spurs have aged. They are not, while the Knicks are what they were. They are the team they were last year. They run it back. This is a team that is playing dudes that are just now figuring out how to get home. You know, it's a night and day kind of comparison, and it really doesn't hold a lot of water other than it's the same guys, but the way those guys play and the way they approach the game is entirely different than it was way back then.
I'll have a Knicks stat for you coming up in the next segment about how good they've been in these playoffs. It really is kind of wowing. But here's the stat that is a little bit scary. And if you believe in this kind of stuff, if you believe that this is real, but teams off a Game 7 versus teams off a 4-game sweep since 2002. Game 1, straight up, the team off of the Game 7 is 3-14 in Game 1s.
I would like to know the time elapsed.
I think
between the Game 7 and Game 1.
I would guess that the Spurs have more than whatever the average time off is.
Because it seems like we're getting an extra day.
Because of the finals, you're getting an extra day.
So I do think that, but I do think rest and rust no longer applies once you get to the finals.
Yeah.
I think that these are great basketball teams, and the more time off, the better. Now, I do like it in Game 1. I always will. It doesn't mean the Knicks aren't going to play well. I just think it's going to take a few minutes to find their gaps and get back into form. Where the Spurs, man, they're just happy to get another day off. You know, they're still feeling what they did on Saturday.
We've talked about it all year. The Spurs in the first quarter is the bet to make. It has been all season long because you know you're going to get your Wemby minutes. The first quarter, teams off a Game 7 versus teams off a 4-game sweep. The 4-game sweep team is 13-3-1 in the first quarter. Against the spread, that's straight up in the first half.
Is it on the road or at home?
It's a mix. It's a mix, but I mean, 3-13 is not a great number. 2-14-1 in the first half. I just don't think that this applies necessarily. I really don't.
Numbers matter over time, and I think a lot of it is. But there's not enough info for me to pull enough out of this to say it matters because. What's the time between? Was the team waiting the team that was going to be favored, or was the team that went 7 favored? I mean, there's a lot of things that go into that. But primary to any of that is we know the Spurs game plan for the first quarter. They game plan to start fast. It's like having your first 12 plays called in the NFL. There is an attempt to get out and get a number of possessions in the first quarter because they know numbers of possessions matter. The more we get, the better we are.
The Drew Show says New York media will New York media overvalue the East and the Knicks 8-0 run. Their fans first. 4 straight against the wounded Sixers. Lost Game 1. 4-0 against the James Harden Cavs. Harden curses equal to 10 Mike Taylor curses. Spurs and AJ in 5. I think you're giving me a little too much credit. I don't have that much power over this thing, the Drew Show, but I appreciate it. I appreciate your faith in me. I'll give you a perspective on the Knicks and how they have gotten better in these playoffs, and then I'll give you reasons to poo-poo it. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
KTFM Floresville. The San Antonio Sports Stars studios are powered by San Antonio Metro Health. Asthma Awareness Month is a reminder from Metro Health. Know your triggers, work your plan, and don't let asthma keep you out of the game. Go Spurs Go.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Rev up Father's Day gift giving at summitracing.com. You'll find unique gifts, parts, tools, accessories, and more. Or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop summitracing.com, plus enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, low energy, low sex drive, low motivation. 100% of them can get it all back and feel like themselves again at Synergenics, whose providers are experts in hormone health. They work to tailor their TRT plans to make sure levels are where they need to be so every patient can feel great, look great, and live their best lives. They accept most insurance plans. Get your energy, focus, and drive back by booking your free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. That's Synergenics.com.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Progressive knows you could have easily taken the freeway, but you took the scenic route to see a waterfall and an oddly busy boiled peanut stand. Discovering the unexpected is exactly why you bought an RV, so protect it with a bundle from Progressive. Because although you may be 3 hours behind schedule, you're 6 jars of jam richer and possibly enrolled in a butter-churning workshop. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
As a parent, you said you'd never give up the convertible.
Look, the band even has its own backing.
You said you'd never stop listening to your music.
Do your happy dance, do your happy dance, yeah.
You said you'd never schedule your life around a stuffed animal.
Nobody panic. Bun Bun is still at daycare.
You said you'd never give in to demands.
2 kids' meals and a chocolate shake.
And never put them in harm's way.
I'll be right back, little man. Just gonna pop in the store for diapers.
But never happens. And no amount of time is okay to leave your child in a car by themselves.
Long line today.
Temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you every time you park the car. Stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Many of our U.S. veterans and service members face challenges: mental health struggles, housing obstacles, employment, food insecurity, and social isolation, to name just a few. I'm Bob Woodruff. My family and I started the Bob Woodruff Foundation in 2006 after I sustained a life-threatening injury while reporting from Iraq. Our service members had my back that day, and we need to have theirs now more than ever. At the Bob Woodruff Foundation, we raise awareness about the tough challenges veterans and military families face and invest in solutions to help support them in the next chapter of their lives. And with one solution comes the next. We solve a housing situation, we increase employment opportunities. We solve employment problems, we address food insecurity. We solve food insecurity, we impact physical and mental health issues. Learn more about our work at bobwoodrufffoundation.org/success.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
We do have a brand new wreck blocking the left lane, Loop 410 eastbound at Marcola. Also stop and go traffic now back on Blanco Road. Disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder, 281 northbound at Loop 1604. And we have another disabled vehicle blocking the left lane. This is going to be I-10 eastbound approaching FM 1518. Stop and go traffic now back on Loop 1604. You know, when you run across road construction, just always just please slow down with caution. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs are headed back to the finals. The race for Sace begins. It's a 99 rematch as they take on the Knicks. The series begins on Wednesday here in San Antonio. To get there, the Spurs took down OKC in Game 7. Wemby was named the Western Conference Finals MVP. Speaking of the Spurs, when the season's done, they're going to say goodbye to their associate head coach, Sean Sweeney. He's finalizing a deal with the Orlando Magic to be their next head coach.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-o! Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star on a celebration Monday. No case of the Mondays here. Spurs headed to the NBA Finals. Gotta love it. The Knicks, mind you, I have been a Knicks doubter all season long. I was a Knicks doubter all last season. I don't believe in this team. I don't believe in Mike Brown. I don't believe in Jalen Brunson. I don't believe. I'm a non-believer. But to say that the Knicks aren't playing their best ball of the season right now would be an outright lie. They're not just winning games in these playoffs. They have dominated these playoffs. And say what you want about Hawks, Sixers, Cavs, and they're not tested. They haven't played anybody. I mean, I don't think the Spurs played anybody in their first two series either. I think that the Spurs should have walked through those two series, Portland and Minnesota.
Well, Minnesota had a claim.
Yeah, Minnesota's the 6th seed.
They've been a Western Conference Finals, and it was essentially the same team that has. So they're not anything more than what Cleveland was.
No,
they're
I don't think so either.
Cleveland was.
Yeah. In the playoffs so far, these are the Knicks' margin of victory in their games. 11, 16, 29, 51, 39, 6, 14, 30, 11, 10, 13, and 37. That is an average margin of victory of 22.25 points per game. That's absurd. Their two losses in the playoffs, both of them, 1-point losses.
To the Hawks?
To the Hawks. 1-point losses. And even before the playoffs started, they lost the last game of the season to the Hornets. That was a game where none of their starters played. They were locked into their seeding, so it was just it was random scrubby dubs playing. They lost that game. But the 5 games before that where they actually played guys, they won 5 straight by an average of 17.5 points per game. This team is blowing teams out right now. I don't know what's changed for them. I mean, obviously Jalen Brunson is playing very well. But they are playing their best ball. I just don't know that it's just hard for me to picture the Knicks' best ball being better than Oklahoma City's okay ball. And if San Antonio could get through that, to me, the Knicks have to play their best and the Spurs have to be way off their game to lose 4 times in this series.
I think in the clear light of day, yes. But there is the momentum they're bringing. And this is a team that no matter what you do to them has been there and done that. So I'm going to give them the savvy points in close games just because especially there. They're not going – it's not going – I'm surprised at how easy it was to win that game in Oklahoma City. Their fans played no role. And certainly the Spurs took a role in that. But Madison Square Garden is going to be a little different. And I do think that they're going to get a point or two just for being there. The problem is, just like I think Knick fan in their heart of hearts, they have to convince themselves that they can match up because they're a great team, but man for man, they're down. That man for man, they're not as talented as the Spurs. They're not. It's not even close. Spurs, when fully healthy, the bench is better. They have a pieces and parts advantage. I think OG Anunoby is going to be a unique specimen in this game, in this series. I think how he goes is going to play a huge role in how the Knicks go. But and Mikal Bridges, while he's important, they didn't need him to beat Cleveland, but I do think he's going to matter against the Spurs. How is he going to go?
He was a big factor against the Spurs when the Knicks won this year.
But given the Mikal Bridges and the 2 or 3 guys that he's going to be matched on, I still think it's a break even. The Spurs are more talented. The only thing that matters that the Spurs don't share is just sheer experience in this environment. And at every opportunity, the Spurs have proven that does not matter. Yeah. It hasn't mattered to this point, and I really don't see why it's going to matter any further down the line. They've gone through
the Thunder hadn't lost a single game before they ran into the Spurs.
So, all of the things that the Knicks have that you'd say, well, they do have that. Well, the Spurs seem to have its equal. So there's just not a lot of other things other than if you just believe that Brunson and Cat are just going to play out of their minds, and beat the Spurs 4 times. I just can't see it.
I will say, Karl Anthony Towns has really changed my opinion of him over the last couple years. Like he's turned into the player that I think people thought he could be. Maybe not quite the player people thought he could be, but
because he doesn't have to be the best guy on his team.
That certainly helps.
Yeah,
it certainly does. And there's a lot of pressure on that dude, and now that some of the pressure's off, he's starting to look like a real player. But I don't think they have enough. There's not enough ammo. Again, it would take the Spurs playing a poor series and the Knicks playing a peak series for it to matter.
And they've been doing it for a month now, though. They've been peak. And Landry Shamet. Now, just look at Shamet's numbers over the last 3 weeks. This kid is shooting like crazy. Now, to expect that to continue is a brave bet. I mean, he's been hot for a minute, but he's the reason, along with some of the others, that they've been able to maintain this just remarkable shooting streak. So if they keep shooting, they'll make this an interesting series. If their shooting percentage drops 3-4 points, suddenly that turns into 9 points they're not getting. That's a blowout. You know what I mean?
Yep. The Ayatollah of Crapola, welcome in. He says, Rob, AJ, and Clay, eating my crow today. Saturday night revealed why Fox was a spectacular addition to this team. Aside from his shot efficiency, his IQ, the foul in the fourth quarter being the biggest proof. Exactly what Rob, AJ, and Clay have kept focus on is I took a mob mentality on his play, suggesting asinine trades. And everybody says, welcome to the Fox Club, Ayatollah. He says, I'm very proud and stoked he's on the team. I stand utterly corrected, and I'm excited I was dead wrong. That's like me about the Thunder.
Wow.
I'm excited I was dead wrong about the Thunder.
Well, I mean, he maintains his importance. Yeah, he's still the most important Spur.
And when I was on that show last night, they asked me what was a better bet, Wemby to lead the series in points or rebounds. And I said rebounds. It feels like the better bet, just because if there was a world where there's nobody on the Spurs who's going to out rebound Wemby. Like if De'Aaron Fox went nuclear and they decide to focus Wemby more on the defensive end, I could see a world where where Fox leads the team in scoring. I can't picture a world where anybody leads the team in rebounding besides Wemby.
No, we have an offensive rebounding problem. We can get them when we want them. We just don't always want them.
And the Knicks want to rebound. That's one thing I will say about the Knicks. They're a strong rebounding team.
It's so much of this is going to contend on how well they continue to shoot from outside. I mean, they've just been so nuclear for so long that you plan for it. But I don't think they've seen the kind of pressure that the Spurs provide defensively. And it's not just Wemby on the back end. It's because Wemby's on the back end, we can play such a spread on a string defense that a lot of teams just can't afford to do because there's too many lanes open to the basket. We can defend those three-point shooters. We can stay with them because there's safety in knowing if my guy turns the corner on me going to the rim, he's not going to take 2 more steps before there's a nope and backs back out. So you can defend those edge shooters so much more aggressively because you're not afraid of getting beat by the dribble.
Yeah. I have not heard about this Shinerbach 100. Did you guys hear about the season ticket holder that lost all his privileges for this year and next for selling his tickets?
Yeah,
on
it's hitting the social medias right
What's
now.
that? What happened?
What essentially the guy did, apparently, is advertise that he was selling his tickets on a community board, like
a third party.
Well, like on a social media page, like Friends of the Spurs page or something like that.
Okay.
The Spurs got wind of it.
You can't resell your tickets?
Not like that. Not for a profit.
Really?
No.
That's odd. Like that's since when is that is that just a Spurs rule?
Well, even Ticketmaster will withhold ticket sales from a 100-mile radius. Like if you're trying to buy a ticket from outside of 150 miles, they won't let you.
Only in playoff time or what?
It's up to.
It's up to the team, I guess.
I've seen. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah, that's fascinating to me.
It's easier for New York fan to buy a ticket down here than it is there. So there's some.
Yeah, and I guess it's a little bit like when I think of like the idea of that, it's crazy to me because I'm thinking more like the Texans fan. Most Texans fans, when they have season tickets, they sell a handful of their games to pay for their season tickets.
Who doesn't?
But they also paid for PSLs, so that's up. And I'm guessing the Spurs don't have PSLs.
Well, I mean, you don't have the right to buy my ticket and then resell it at a profit. That's illegal. You can't do that. You can if it's a market driven thing. That's one thing. But no, I can see why they're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, everybody does it, but you do it.
I feel like when you're a season ticket holder, once you buy your tickets, those are your tickets to do with what you choose.
Yes,
I mean,
but you can't stand out front and sell it for a profit. Like you can't do it anywhere. I mean, you're talking about buying tickets at scalpers in front of any stadium.
No, you can't stand outside and do it, but you can put them on a website and sell them. I mean, apparently not according to the Spurs.
Right.
But you could have taken your pink Fiesta shirt outside the stadium and sold it for $50 if you wanted the freebie shirt that they put on the back of your chair.
If you want to,
it's just I mean I don't know. I'm a free market believer, but that's just me.
I think it's about protecting your home court because I do think there's going to be a lot of Knicks fans looking at $5,000 for a ticket in mezzanine level there. I can spend $2,000 here and have a nice weekend.
Yeah, there was a lot of Thunder fans here when for the games that were here. They made a good showing. I mean, it's a quick drive, and I'm sure there's some hanging around here anyway. So they showed well. I'm sure the Knicks will show well also, but I'm guessing there will be some Spurs fans find their way into New York as well. Hopefully Rob and I find our way to New York.
We're trying hitchhiking.
We're efforting some. We got some stuff in the works. Maybe we'll see. All right. It is a Mellow Mushroom Monday. How about we give away $50 to Mellow Mushroom coming up in the next segment? We'll also do a double dong challenge today. We got a lot going. We'll talk about the losers today. So much to get into, so little time. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Monday at 2 when The Blitz begins, the NBA Finals will be set and the previews begin.
We'll have all the reaction from that big Game 7 in Oklahoma City Saturday night.
The Blitz, Monday at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
All right, our Sports Star crew, listen up. If you want to keep winning in life like our San Antonio Spurs do on the court, head over to Game Day Men's Health. Cibolo shirts or Alamo Ranch, the roster stacked with all-stars just like our Spurs. Experts trained in hormonal health, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, advanced peptide therapies. Why go to the G League when you can take your talents straight to the top, baby? Whether you're tired all the time, you've got low energy, maybe you've got some weight gain or the brain fog, maybe you need a little help in the bedroom. I'm not here to judge. They've got you covered. Their Hall of Fame team and services like testosterone replacement and peptide therapies will get you back in the game. Located in Alamo Ranch or choose the Cibolo Shirts location on I-35 and 3009 across the highway from HEB. Call 830-376-9100 or visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. Win back your health, win back your life. It's game day. Let's go. That's 830-376-9100.
My name is Erica, and my son, Kason, is a patient at Shriners Children. My oldest called me and said, Kason got burnt. I said, how bad is it? He wouldn't answer me. Before we could see Kason, the trauma doctor came in and said he needs to go to Shriners.
To survive a burn injury and to return to life unafraid and full of joy and be who you're supposed to be is what we strive to deliver to our patients. His injury was a big injury, and I think a testament to the care that we provide. He's fully functional. He's riding his dirt bike, doing all of the things that you would want him to do. I can't think of another system that has the impact on pediatric patients that Shriners Children's does. I wouldn't do anything else.
We're just so thankful that Kason is still here because things can change in the blink of an eye. Go online right now to loveshriners.org.
By texting 64000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQBar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQBar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Ring-a-ding-ding-ding-dong. Thunderheads ringing. Spurs in 7. What a series it was. And it's funny because there were only 2 decent games in the whole series. Game 1 and Game 7. And the Spurs won both of those games that were coin flip games. That's what you got to do to win a big series like that.
Yeah, when you're in a struggle like that, in hindsight, we'll look back and go, that really wasn't all that hard. I mean, when the Spurs were in it without refereeing and that kind of stuff, it was a pretty easy contest because they were hurt. But for Alex Caruso's 2 extraordinary games, SGA was alone most of the time.
Well, SGA wasn't this, with the exception of Game 7. SGA wasn't very good in this series.
Well, I mean, there was a combination of things. I mean, certainly his style of play was highlighted, so I think there was a lot of second thoughts, and I think the Spurs were intricate in taking away some of the things that he was used to. And then there was the public perception of the flopping that certainly played a role in how the game was reffed in Game 7. Those refs were brought in to swallow their whistle.
But I also think Shea changed his MO in,
I think he realized,
Game 7,
I'm not going to get those calls anymore. And even if I could, the backlash has been so significant. Man, you got Jay Will standing on ESPN's bench for 12 hours on Saturday, pointing out every flop, every show. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine being SGA, watching yourself just get dissected like that? You can't help but let it affect you.
Rob, SGA's attorney sent a cease and desist to Underdog for doing like giving out board games of him, like Operation style board games. I mean, he was catching it.
So don't think that did not affect how he played. He knows how he's perceived. He's more than just a basketball player. He's a product, and that product took damage, and he had his legal team helping to kind of nullify some of the damage. So in sum total, the table was set for the Spurs. It was they came of age. And they got a little bit of help all at the same time because, again, this time next year will be the last time that the Spurs are looked at as a fun favorite team. It's very quickly going to go.
They are going to be the bad guys.
We are the guys in black. We're the Fowlers. We are. I mean, the narrative is already beginning, and thank goodness we're going to be going up against the Knicks team that feels like they got to be tough too. So that kind of draw will kind of nullify what's coming.
I will say this: the style of play of Shea hit fast forward on how quickly Oklahoma City became a hated monster. I don't think the Spurs will have that problem. The Spurs are a fun team. I think the Spurs, it's going to be more of a slow build, kind of like Golden State was, where it's like, okay, they won the first year, awesome. Second year,
next year's going to be a good story.
Second year, what a great team
and
they are.
We're going to be like, we
then
can't
by year
beat
3,
these
it's
guys.
like, dude, what is going on here?
Well,
they got to change the rules. That's what's going to happen to the Spurs.
Yes, the search for the Wemby stopper, whether it be rule or player, begins.
But neutral people will like the Spurs for a year or two.
We get another year. All next year's going to be fun, man. We're going to be running and gunning, and everybody's youthful, and then we're going to wipe the floor with a bunch of teams, and they're going to start realizing there's really no end to this.
And there's a world where next year, by this time, especially if the Spurs have a great regular season, where when the Spurs and Thunder play in the Western Conference Finals, which, again, I believe they will, that the Spurs are the bad guys.
Enjoy it while we can. Luckily, the Knicks are going to have their own kind of El Guapos to deal with, so it's still going to be the youthful exuberance versus the old school Knicks. But, enjoy it because very quickly we're going to be a very hated team.
Gibbs said the Spurs don't care if season ticket members resell tickets, but we can only sell through Ticketmaster account manager. If we purchase extra tickets through our account manager, we can't sell those. Okay.
That's fair.
So he went about it a different way.
He put it on a social media thing to try to make it. And, again, we want to protect our home court, but I certainly get the season tickets holders right to make a little something, pay for the nut, cover next year.
KC says, I'd love to add Caruso to the roster. There's 29 teams that would love to add an Alex Caruso to the roster.
He can't play any better than he did. He was ridiculous in the playoffs.
He had a bad Game 7 and was kind of taken out of Game 6, but for for a guy of his caliber, that he was the best he could be. And he is a guy that 30 NBA teams covet. A guy who doesn't care if he's coming off the bench. I mean, he played more minutes per game in the playoffs than he did in the regular. Like he's not even their sixth man really.
No, he's just a gamer.
But in the playoffs he stepped up and was huge.
Manu-esque for a couple of games. Just extraordinary.
Eagle fan, not to be the one to bring this up, but will officiating be a topic
yes,
in
it will.
series?
Yes, absolutely it will.
I kind of think it will be.
Because but it's always going to be how are they going to referee Wemby? And that's going to be a question for the rest of his career because that'll be how the game it'll hinge on that.
Ayatollah says another interesting offseason arch for the offseason. What does OKC do with Chet now?
They're stuck with him, dude. They paid him a crap load of money.
They paid him. He is there, but I don't know. I don't know how they feel about it right now.
No one should be judged off their worst time in their life. He ain't as bad as what we saw, but I do think what the Oklahoma City saw was he is not going to be what they expected him to be. Doesn't mean he's not going to be a very good player, but now they know they can no longer rely on him to be the second or third best player. He's going to be a role player, and they're going to have to use one of those mini first-round draft picks to find somebody to play that kind of position and do the things that they want him to do.
Yeah, I'm excited for this series. Mostly because obviously because of San Antonio, but I'm excited for this because I want to be proven right about the Knicks.
Well, don't discount him too much, man.
I know
the Jalen Brunson effect is real. There's a reason why he's been so successful because no matter what happens, he's going to be the smartest guy on the basketball court for every game he plays.
You know what? I don't know if that's the case.
Oh, he has to be at that size to do what he does. He's the smartest guy.
I think De'Aaron Fox is up there too.
And De'Aaron's a smart
that
guy.
foul that he made, that was that's an IQ play that most guys don't make.
Oh, I'm going to look toward the bench on that. I would like to think that your coach has had a role in that.
Maybe so. Also, you know what? Coming up next, we'll talk about the coaching staff of the Spurs because it wasn't all rainbows and sunshine over the weekend.
This is good news.
All right. We'll see. But it is a Mellow Mushroom Monday. You want some of that best pie in San Antonio? I love Mellow Mushroom up there, 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. If you haven't tried it, I'm going to give you a chance to go out there. I'm going to give you a $50 gift card. How about that? And you can get out there and try Mellow Mushroom for yourself. See if it's worth the hype. Good place to watch the game, too. Get yourself a pizza at the bar, sit down, enjoy the game. Great bar there, great happy hour. Let's go caller number 9, 210-656-3776. Get you $50 to Mellow Mushroom. All right, guys, we'll be right back. We'll talk about the departure of a key piece for the Spurs. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I got to tell you about, what am I telling them about? Underdog! Oh, my. Vic always tells me what I'm going to read, I always forget. That's all right. Hey, listen, man. There is a thief in these finals. A thief. Someone who's been quietly locking up all series. You got a hunch of who it is? Underdog's got $1 million for whoever calls it right. How about this? $1 million is sitting in a pot. All you've got to do is pick the player who's going to walk away with the most steals in the series. Your picks don't even need to win. You just got to back the right thief. Whoever's going to get the most steals, you make those picks, you're going to get a piece of that pie. How about that? You can make picks and win money right now at Underdog. Pick your player for every game, including their steal stats. Series ends, the steal leader's crowned, the pot gets split among everyone who called it. As simple as that. How cool is that? The more final games you back them, the bigger your share. It's more of a vibe. Trust your vibe on this thing. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash at Underdog. I don't know who the man is for the steals job, but I mean, Steph Castle feels like maybe a good pick. Julian Champagny did a good job stealing the ball. Even Wemby got a couple steals in the last series, so that could be the guys to look at. Download the app today. Use promo code Alamo. You'll get $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play-and-get-terms_DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We still have that one accident blocking the left lane, Loop 410 eastbound of McCullough Avenue. Stop and go traffic now back from Blanco Road. About a 3-minute delay in the area. We also have a rollover to talk about. Coolabor Road at Zarzamora Street. That's been reported. No delay yet in the area. Just please slow down with caution when you do see it. Disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder. This is going to be 281 northbound at Loop 1604. We also have another stall block in the left lane. This is going to be I-10 eastbound approaching FM 1518. Slow traffic now back from Graytown Road. Slow traffic, Highway 90 eastbound between Highway 211 and Loop 410. About a 5-minute delay there. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. eBay is home to millions of finds, and each one becomes part of your story. From your favorite vintage band tee to the dream car you've been searching for or the foul ball you heroically gave away. It's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
What does it mean to work with one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas? At Thomas J. Henry, it means we can put our team of experts to work for you. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. The name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
My name is Emma. I am 13 years old. 6 years ago, I was injured in a car accident that left me paralyzed from the waist down. Once I completed rehab, my mom applied for a Canine Companion service dog. Last January, I finally got to meet my service dog, Marcia. We quickly developed a very strong bond. Together, we go to my horseback riding lessons, school band practice, swim meets, and archery classes. Together we pick vegetables and we like to cut flowers. I love Marcia. She makes me feel like together we can do anything. I can't imagine life without her. She's a part of the family. We are just one of the thousands of teams Canine Companions has paired together over the past 50 years. With your help, we can continue for another 50. Visit canine.org to see the many ways you can change lives.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11, great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the Big Blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys get back to work today and tomorrow. It's OTA season. Biggest question, will George Pickens be there after signing his franchise tag earlier this offseason? In Major League Baseball, the Texas Rangers swept the Kansas City Royals, finishing with a 6-3 win in the finale. The Rangers open up a series with St. Louis in St. Louis, a game you can catch live on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 6 with the pregame. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The building wasn't that loud.
It was not.
We had shut that thing down.
It was not.
That's the best feeling in the world, by the way.
So my son was like, "We should go to game 7, Dad." He said this on Friday. We're sitting around watching TV, and he says, "We should go up to the game tomorrow." I said,
Go up to Oklahoma and
yeah,
check it out.
He said, "What are the cheapest tickets you could find?" I pulled it up on my phone. I said, $365 all in, fees, everything. So $730. I told him, I said, "You buy the tickets, I'll buy the gas and the hotel and the food." And he was like, "Oh, I don't know. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, 700. So he decided against it. And then when he was watching the Spurs celebrate, and by the way, Wemby took around his Finals MVP trophy, or his Western Finals MVP trophy, and every Spurs fan that was in the building got to touch it, awesome. Take a picture with it. Like, he's like, "Man, I should have spent that $730."
I don't know, man. Still.
Well, you're cheap, Vic. You're a cheapskate.
In my life,
you could get a new blower for that.
Normally,
Actually, I could, yeah.
9 times out of 10, you regret it. You regret not doing it.
Experiences are
buy them, man. Buy
hard
the
to come by.
Buy
man.
the shirt. Buy the opportunity. Buy the experience, because we're lucky to get to do this again.
Yep. All right. Let's see. The Spurs, like you said, there's worse things that could have come from this, but the Spurs likely, well, they are losing their defensive coordinator, likely to take a step back, quite frankly, defensively next year, at least from a scheme standpoint.
Well, the scheming, yes. The X's and O's, the plays out of the timeout, the all of the execution will stay. The guys have learned, and we've seen over the history that everybody around him also got coached up by Sean. Coach Sweeney, even the other coaches got coached up. That's why these guys get jobs, because they coach more than just the players. They're coaching other coaches up. Yes, it will be a brain drain, but this is a good thing. It's proof that what they're doing is working. It's proof that Mitch Johnson has full control and has a franchise on the grow, or this is essentially his first branch off the Johnson tree, although, you know, Sean was a well-established, well-regarded coach coming out of Dallas. He was imminent for a head coaching gig very soon, whether he got here or not. But he just, you know, he proved his mettle with the best defensive player the world has ever seen, and is going to try to take that to Orlando. He's going to have to deal with some stuff that it ain't going to be as easy there as it is here. But, yeah, I think that the Spurs will be better for it. It won't be as bad of a loss as we might think.
Are you surprised that he's going to Orlando and not Dallas?
Well, you know, the longer it went, it just felt like it was going to be Dallas. But I think Orlando got the yips and felt like we can't wait. We're trying to be gentlemen about this, but the longer we wait, I feel like he's talking to Dallas, and Dallas is going to make the deal. So I think they jumped in there as soon as they can and made him a Godfather deal, where he just got more money than he could have imagined.
Yeah, he will coach the team through the rest of the season. Yeah. So he's not like bailing in the finals. He's got a job at the end of this thing. He's not going to be. He's going to probably pop a bottle of champagne in the locker room, and then he'll be on a different flight after the finals.
You know, the good news is, Spurs fans, we're going against a guy that had same job. Mike Brown was sitting right where Sweeney was 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, these guys come and go because franchises build teams, players, and coaches like that.
Goldfinger says, will Sohan get a ring no matter which team wins the finals?
It's up to the players' vote.
I bet he will. I think Sohan did enough for this team through the doldrums that he deserves a piece of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it would be. It's something that if I was him, I certainly would want. I would not touch it. They would give it to me in a box. I would fold it up, put it in a safe, and never look at it till I retired.
Yeah,
because it's one of those what could have beens.
And also, he's going to spend minutes on the floor for the Knicks, and it's going to be tough to think about. You know, remember when did you win that ring? This 2026. Wait, I saw that. You didn't. Yeah, there's going to.
Yeah,
it's going to feel weird, but I do think he deserves a piece of praise for what he's given his franchise.
He and George Hill in the annals of Spurs history, and Johnny Moore are the three what could have beens, what should have beens.
Yeah,
you know, it just didn't work out, man. It wasn't in the cards.
Well, what about the guy who pulls his crank out all the time? You know
what? I still have in my drawer. I have a Josh Primo jersey. I do. I have one. And I don't know why I have one, but I do.
I wonder,
and it's number 11. And I was like, and it's a fast-breaking Fiesta. It's the black with the flag across the front. It's a beautiful jersey, except it has Primo across the back, man.
Yeah, that's
what a
not
waste.
good.
But, I mean, when you really consider what could have been with Jeremy, and none of it was his fault. He was put in a situation where Pop had no recourse. We were a terrible basketball team trying to get even worse.
Yeah.
And we put him at point guard and just stunted his growth for 2 years.
Yeah.
And hopefully he gets a ring from us, not them.
Ayatollah says Mitch is a basketball savant. You know what? Next year is going to be a big test of that because I do think Sean Sweeney played a big role in things. And I also, my wife was asking me this, like, how much role does Popovich still play in
It's a long shadow.
Yeah. I said, my guess is, and I don't know for a fact, I'm not at these things, but my guess is Pop is at every practice, and he's probably sitting right next to Mitch.
I don't think, I think he's at a lot of practices. I think it's one of those things where he shows up when he's asked to be there. But I wouldn't, if it was my team and he's not there because you can't be in there. I can't have my players looking at me and looking at Pop, looking at me, looking at Pop. So I think I'd have Pop gone. Pop's there for shoot-around after practice. He's there to console. He's there to counsel. But let's not take away from the fact that Pop, Phil Jackson, Spoelstra, you name the coaches that you truly idolize, they were great because the guys that were passing and shooting were great.
Yeah.
Mitch is a great coach because he has great players. It's always 90% Jimmys and Joes.
Yeah.
You just hope you add the other 10% to get you where you need to be. But he's coaching Yoda and Dylan Harper and the greatest defensive player to set foot on a court that we have ever seen and a myriad of players. So Mitch, he will be the first to admit, I'm a great coach, but because look who's running around out here.
Yeah, we weren't talking about Mitch like some sort of savant this time last year.
But he's a better coach now because
Sure.
but let's not dissuade the fact that you put 99% of the coaches in the world with these guys.
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to win a lot of basketball games. I don't care who you are.
No, I agree. All right. When we come back, coming up next, I want to take a look at kind of an autopsy on the Thunder and give an idea of what's next for them. Because as Rin will point out, I said that I thought Oklahoma City was going to be a dynasty. I guess there's still a world where they could.
2 out of 3, that's a dynasty.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it now, but there's still a world where they could. But it's an uphill climb, and I want to give you some reasons why. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits 2. Then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Eric Cargill's family has worked the same land for 5 generations.
If a farmer or rancher gets sick, that's downtime in harvest or planting. Animals don't care if you get sick. You know, I have type 1 diabetes. What if my blood sugar crashes and I'm out in the middle, I'm 30 miles from anywhere?
That changed when nurse practitioner John Hodges opened Rawls Family Medicine.
If our clinic were not here, some of our patients would have to drive up to 90 miles to see a healthcare provider.
Healthcare is not a privilege, it's a right for everyone.
I just want to help as many people in the community as I can.
John Hodges keeps us going, all of us, and that's kept our farm and ranch alive, and hopefully into 6 and 7 generations.
How has a nurse impacted your life? Share your story at thepowerofnurses.org.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
She was the sister who went unnoticed.
A daffodil might look plain next to a lily, but on its own there is much to be admired.
Now her greatest chapter is yet to come.
The most important thing is to be yourself.
From the world of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice comes a new BritBox original drama.
Mary, you will flourish.
Based on the best-selling novel, The Other Bennett Sister, now streaming only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Did you see HEB sent 10 or 12 jackals up to the
Did they?
Yeah.
That was cool.
I'll tell you
man.
what, HEB, well done.
Oh, you know what? Also, shout out to Southwest Airlines. Like someone had tweeted, Southwest, can you get these nuns up to the game? And the Southwest Airlines said done and done.
Nice.
But the nuns declined because they had to stay here and keep working on their mission of
They got
serving
stuff to
San
do.
Antonio's youth.
The Salesian sisters
And
are new good luck charm.
And I said, do they realize what San Antonio's youth is going to do if they lose? You got to go up there and win that game, sister. Make sure you get that dub, and then, because
Hey, their prayers work, man.
the youth is going to be out there rioting if they lose.
Hey, we did see the blessing given by one of the sisters to Luke Cornett, and Corn went and got it done. Corn now can live in San Antonio the rest of his days, like Secretariat.
Bro,
we'll bring you food and women.
I'm not gonna
From
lie.
Here on out, you can go to farm, go to stud,
And beef
because
jerky.
you're a San Antonian for life, brother.
Man, I had a 10x underdog play.
I normally feel bad for you. I normally
That
do
one-
when they kick you in the nuts like that. But this one, I was happy you lost.
It was 4 legs, and I had 3 of them already.
Okay.
And I needed Isaiah Hartenstein over 8.5 points. He had 7 points. I needed 1 more basket from him.
That shoulder floater
And
abandoned him.
When Cornett blocked that shot, that would have been, if he had dunked that ball, that would have been 9 points, and I would have won 10x my money. Wow. And that block kept me, well, that and that broke Hartenstein as a man also, because like the next time they threw it to him, it just bounced off his hands right out of bounds. It was like he stunk after that. But yeah, that was my one losing leg on an underdog play that would have given me 10 times my money.
Well, it was money well lost.
Damn you.
Because it meant something
But
to the rest of us.
Spurs, they would have won anyway.
I agree, but the posterized
At the moment, it was a big deal. At the time, it was a big deal.
Yeah, it's a momentum shifter.
But damn, that one hurt. Okay. The Thunder, listen, I said dynasty last year when they won.
Hey, still, let's not back off and diminish what the Spurs just did.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Let's not.
No, I agree.
That's
not a broken team.
OKC is a rubble and a shadow of what they were. No, that was a very good basketball team that, if they had won, would also be favored over the Knicks.
Yeah, and they can just as easily be in the finals next year. Like, I mean, again, Game 1 and Game 7 were 2 coin flip games that, had they gone the other way, I don't think it would have diminished the Spurs any differently. These are the 2 best teams.
Mm-hmm.
But the CBA comes for everyone eventually.
Second apron is a bitch.
He comes with a big scythe and just like, look, it's death, basically, walking in your GM's office. And the Thunder are about to feel it. You remember the Nuggets after they won? Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, KCP, they all left. Celtics had to trade away Drew Holiday and Porzingis. They lost Al Horford. They lost Luke Cornett to avoid the second apron. The Thunder, better than any recent champion, were well positioned to keep it together. They were set up to keep it for a while. They had 2 All-Stars, Chet and Jalen Williams, on rookie deals, but the bill has come due. This was the last year of cheap labor for Oklahoma City. The Thunder had the 19th highest payroll last year when they won the title.
Brilliant.
Doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen in the NBA.
Brilliant.
This year, they had the 13th highest payroll.
And
that doesn't even really happen. At the moment, the Thunder are set to spend $28 million more than any other team in the NBA next season. And that doesn't even count their incoming draft picks. Right. Shea, after next season, his Supermax kicks in. They're going the priority guy is going to be Cason Wallace. They're not going to let Cason Wallace leave Oklahoma City. That's the guy that they're going to make sure they're going to give him a rookie extension. But they are no longer positioned to keep everyone.
Well,
unless
Joe's done. Isaiah Joe
certainly
done. A.J. Mitchell is a bargain, so they're going to keep him around.
I would assume.
Hartenstein is a team option. He's a keeper. I don't know. The problem is I don't know how they fit him, but I know they try to keep him.
Lou Dort's $16.5 million.
He's a bargain. That's a bargain. The good news for Oklahoma City is, they're going to lose a dude or two. But the modern way to stay good isn't keeping any more than about 3 guys. That's all you can really afford to keep is 3 high-paid dudes, and only 2 of those can be nearly max, and only 1 of them can be max. They have, like the Spurs, they're both equipped with at least 2 or 3 more number 1 picks than years in the front. So they've got, like in the next 10 years, I think they have 12 first-round picks coming.
Yeah.
Spurs are kind of in the same place. So you're going to have to maintain these in the modern NBA. Now with the second apron, you can, if you want, keep everybody.
Yeah.
You can. And if the owners want to do that, they can pay everybody and take a loss. I don't see them doing that. I think they're going to lose some talent and redraft and hope the draft 2 years prior pays off to when you have to let those guys go.
And this isn't Golden State. This is a small market franchise. This is not the Warriors. They were printing money.
Yes.
So when you include number 12 and number 17 in this year's draft, the 2 pick the Thunder own, they're projected to be $39 million above the second apron. And now, the one thing that's important to remember, the Thunder don't need to add anybody.
They really don't.
The Thunder could add 0 big. They're not like, oh, we're a piece away. No, the Thunder are probably just perfectly comfortable running it back.
The problem is their guys need a raise.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to – it's not that they need to rebuild. They're going to have to rebuild because 1 or 2 are going to probably leave because they can't afford them. It's just when do they let them go, now or next year?
Now, remember, going over the second apron changes your draft situation. It freezes draft picks. It moves your pick to the very end of the round. Now, the Thunder have done such a great job stockpiling draft picks that maybe it doesn't matter to them.
I think for a year, you're everybody stay calm. We're going to pay everybody for another year. However, I can manufacture that. But after that, I think we're going to make some tough decisions.
Next year will be OKC's first year of this era paying the luxury tax, and you get 3 tax years before the repeater tax kicks in. So after 3 years, it's almost, for the richest teams, it's almost impossible to keep it together.
Yeah, and we don't want to talk about what's coming because the Spurs' first generation title run, you can't do what they did.
Yeah.
Financially, even if you do have a superstar like Tim Duncan who's willing to take less and kick money down the road and do all that, the salary structure is not the same. The tax structure is not the same as when the Spurs did this the first time. It's so difficult to hold on to 3 superstars. It's so hard. You have to draft appropriately. You've got to get free agents that come for less. And you have to do all those things to keep 3 highly paid, nearly max players on your team. It's just so cost prohibitive. Doesn't mean you can't do it, but you got to draft right, and you have to have guys that are willing to come and play for you for less money because a ring is the thing.
Yeah. Who can they cut? And this is where it gets tough for Oklahoma City because when you talk about he's a value, that doesn't – sometimes you have to cut value pieces to get under the number. Lou Dort has an $18.2 million team option. You could make an argument that they're better without him.
Well, I think it's
Cason Wallace or A.J. Mitchell get his minutes – are you really losing out? What they don't want, they'll probably try to trade him first. And maybe you can get something, but he makes more than the mid-level exception, so it's going to be tough. What they don't want is the Lakers to get him because you don't want Lou Dort to come back and guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in a playoff series. That's what the Thunder are. That's their nightmare scenario. Other guys that could be on the chopping block, Jared McCain, who's making only $4.4 million, is probably the guy who replaces Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe is as good as he is,
Gone.
as good as he's been. Joe is
he couldn't even find minutes in the series.
He's gone. The other guy is Aaron Wiggins, which feels like a team-friendly contract. $9.2 million. He's got 2 more cheap years, but he doesn't get on the floor for them. If you can't, even if it's a good deal, and Aaron Wiggins is good enough to be a high-end rotation player on other teams, but not on the Thunder.
No.
They've got to move on from him.
You either are imminent to play or you're on your way out.
Yes.
And he's not imminent to play. He's an imminent rotation guy, so no.
The tough decisions, Isaiah Hartenstein is a tough decision. $28.5 million team option. They drafted Thomas Sorber, who's going to be back
all year. I can't imagine.
But what he did to Wemby has to be like, man, we need that.
They're not signing him. I would keep him over Caruso.
Kenrick Williams, $7.2 million team option. Great price, but he doesn't get on the floor.
Get a rookie.
Those are tough decisions that are going to have to be made. But man, it is. And then there's a world. We'll get to the extreme possibilities on the other side. It's Morning Huddle 94.1.
KTFM Floresville. The San Antonio Sports Stars studios are powered by the City of San Antonio Metro Health. During Asthma Awareness Month, Metro Health reminds you asthma doesn't have to keep you off the court. Know your triggers, follow your game plan, and stay ready to play. Go Spurs Go. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working that one accident on the east side. This is the off-ramp is blocked. I-35 southbound right there, Frost Bank Center Drive. About 3-minute delay. Stop and go traffic now back from George Beach. And we also have a rollover to talk about. Labor Road at Zarzamora, causing no delay right now. We also have a stall blocking the right shoulder, 281 northbound at Loop 1604. And then some slow traffic to mention. Highway 90, eastbound between Highway 211 and Loop 410. About a 2-minute delay right there. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green. Don't waste another weekend doing your lawn care yourself. Partner with the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour and get a golf course quality lawn the easy way. Sign up at truegreen.com. Then sit back and relax.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom. Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is the job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. 100% of them can get their T levels back. Synergenics tailors their TRT to make sure levels are where they need to be. They even take insurance. Head to Synergenics.com to book your free testosterone test today.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
A message from Tia Mowry, actress and Fair Celebrity Ambassador.
Game day isn't staged, it's lived. It's the shopping, the cooking, the laughter. For families managing food allergy, that same spirit of preparation means everything. Because food allergy isn't a lifestyle. It's a serious, life-threatening disease that can change everything in a moment. But being ready changes the story. It's knowing the signs, having a plan, and carrying epinephrine everywhere life takes you. Epinephrine is the only treatment that can stop a severe food allergy reaction known as anaphylaxis. It works quickly to reverse the symptoms and can save lives. As families and friends gather for the big game, we see what community looks like. It's one built on awareness, care, and love in action. Because readiness doesn't take away the risk. It brings back the joy. When you're ready to act, you're ready to live.
Visit foodallergy.org/ready to act to learn more.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs are headed back to the finals. The race for Sace begins. It's a 99 rematch as they take on the Knicks. The series begins on Wednesday here in San Antonio. To get there, the Spurs took down OKC in Game 7. Wemby was named the Western Conference Finals MVP. Speaking of the Spurs, when the season's done, they're going to say goodbye to their associate head coach, Sean Sweeney. He's finalizing a deal with the Orlando Magic to be their next head coach.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's a celebration Monday here on the Morning Huddle. All right. This is what the Thunder could do if they want to avoid this problem of having 3 guys that are paid top-tier money that are 3 superstar caliber guys, if you want to call them that. The Thunder could look to make a trade. And I know right now the name that everybody's going to say, the Thunder should trade Chet Holmgren. Thunder should trade Chet Holmgren. Look how he was a dud in the playoffs. And
nobody will touch him. You can't trade him.
I disagree.
Your fan base would lose their minds. It doesn't. No, you can't. He would have to be part of a bigger deal. There'd have to be more to it.
Okay. I think the guy that I think the Thunder are less likely to want to trade Chet Holmgren because at the end of the day, Chet Holmgren's still the second best defender in the world.
I'm not out on him, but I do think that you have a much clearer picture of who Chet Holmgren is. So I'd much rather have that and know. Okay, I know what he is. He's a defensive stopper when given the opportunity, but when the pressure gets cooking, I can't rely on him. So I got to go and find somebody to back him up. That's why I think you're looking at the most likely scenarios here, and it's Hartenstein leaving and Dort leaving. Well, I think Dort is done. They've got his replacement on the team already, but Hartenstein showed that. If you combine the salaries of Hartenstein and Chet, then we're kind of in a place where I can survive. If I combine the two and go, well, the sum total of the money I'm spending, while most of it is going to Chet, the combination of the two, if I allot money per position, isn't as bad as it appears. Because Hartenstein is still a low-end pay. What is he going to get, like $28 million, something like that?
Yeah.
I think that you can justify keeping him on a 1-year deal. They have the opportunity. I think they're going to end up keeping him, but I do think they're going to shed some long-term salary, and I think Jay Will is a dude that people want, that they know what he can do. He's a proven commodity. He's been injured this year, but he's not injury-prone. He's not been a dude that's always hurt. He's just had a bad hammy that he hadn't been able to get over. I think that there's some opportunity there for them to move up, but it's going to cost them that other part of what their future holds, and it's all those draft picks. They're going to move Jalen, and he's a nice prize for a team like Memphis, but it ain't about Jalen. It's about 3 number ones, 4 number ones. What did Gobert cost for Minnesota, whatever that was, is what I'd be looking for Jay Will. It'd be a couple of number 1 picks to go along with him. So because I know what I'm doing for you.
Or it's at least it's moving up to get that. And the Thunder are rumored to be interested in Boozer, and let's say he's a top 4 pick. I think
he will be.
Most of us know that the top 4 guys in some order seem to be set. What order they're going to be is up for debate, but Peterson, DeBansa, Caleb Wilson, and Boozer are going to be the top 4 picks in the draft. Let's say they want Boozer. Let's say they talk to Memphis about him. For Memphis, because Edwin came in and said, why would Memphis want
3 number 1s, man?
Why wouldn't you want Jalen Williams? Jalen Williams,
he's a good piece.
Is capable of being much like Jaylen Brown, who's been penciled in as the second best player in Boston. I think Jalen Williams is very capable of being the best player, like a franchise player.
But at the very least, I mean, he shows up in Memphis and leads them in scoring for a couple of years while they use those number 1s. So he's a good bridge player. He might very well be Jaylen Brown. I don't know. He's good. I know that. But we've got a 2-year sample, so maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But I do think he's valuable enough to go and somebody would want him. He will make your team better. There's no doubt.
And getting him instead of a draft pick for Memphis makes Memphis more viable immediately.
Yeah.
And kicks the money can down the road because eventually you'll have to pay Boozer too. But at least it's not right now.
3 years. Here's the thing, though. If you're Oklahoma City, take a deep breath. Go to the Caribbean and think about it. Because, again, a couple minutes from A.J. Miller, another half from Jason Williams, suddenly one of those 2 losses is a win.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the end of this. But you know where the cliff is, and I don't think they're there yet.
I will say the other option is they have 2 players in Cason Wallace and A.J. Mitchell, who are very cheap right now, but are not going to be cheap eventually. And if you remember, I guess it's probably 14 or 15 years ago, Sam Presti made a decision to move on from James Harden. Now, in the end, it was not a good move by Sam Presti to trade James Harden away especially to not get as much as they would have gotten otherwise. But if you want to move a guy like that, then you can get a haul of draft picks, and then you've got more wiggle room.
This is a bird in the hand. I just, if I'm Presti, I know these guys are going to – I'll have the same problems next year. I'm probably in the mind of I'm running it back, man. I'd rather go with the known. I know what I got. If I can keep Hartenstein around for another year. I'm going to lose Dort. There's no way I'm going to be able to keep him. But I got Cason Wallace there. I don't know what Sorber is. I don't know what the point guard that
Topic.
I know I expected a lot from him this year. He wasn't there, so I still got a lot in the table. If I'm them, I hold tight, man. I really do, because again, they're just a couple of plays away from being in the finals again.
The one thing that's important to remember, I think, is with the exception of Shea, the Thunder would be fine without any of these other guys. The Thunder, if you say, okay, this guy's not going to be back next year, the Thunder are still a championship contender. Name any player on the Thunder and say, hey, he won't be back.
One.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
One.
Yeah, any player.
Yeah, you're going to lose one.
Not many teams can say that. You can choose your player that's not named Shea, and they're still a title contender.
Well, they lost one, and they were a contender.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have one of their guys. So, yeah, I don't think that if I'm them,
he's
I'm
the
not
only
rash.
indispensable piece,
Because
is what I'm saying.
On the other side of this, and we'll have plenty of time to talk draft, is while Boozer is a top 4, I think he's a distant 4th.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I think his ceiling is the lowest.
Yeah, I
of the
think
4.
there's 3 players with futures that are bright, and one that very well could be, or he could be a 15-year NBA player with averaging 10 and 8, and always on winning teams, but never being what the other 3 were.
Could be his dad, which is
no
a solid player, and but not a megastar.
So there's something about, is he worth getting the 4th, but a distant 4th pick in this deep draft?
I'm with you. If I'm the Thunder, I dig deep into my pocketbook and pay for it this year. And if it doesn't work, okay, let's figure something out now. But this team is too good, I think, to bust up over one loss.
Next year in the 27 draft, they have 2 firsts and 2 seconds. Run it back and just see how it goes. And you got 4 new kids coming next year if you can extricate yourself from a couple of contracts.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a quick break from this and play the Double Dong Challenge, Vic. The Double Dong Challenge. The Rangers today are at the Cardinals. That's a 6:45 first pitch. You'll hear that game. Right here on San Antonio Sports Star.
What caller we want?
Let's see. Vic, you pick the caller today. Who's it going to be?
All right, caller number 8.
Caller number 8, 210-656-3776. You're playing the Double Dong Challenge. You pick a player from the Rangers. If they hit a home run, you win a pair of tickets to an upcoming game. And if they hit 2, you'll get upgraded seats and you'll get a hotel on us. And that's a nice little weekend for you and the boys, or you and the missus, or even your mistress, whoever it is.
I'm going to try to help out. Go with Jock Peterson.
Jock Peterson.
See the weekend he had?
He had a big weekend.
He's turning.
Oh, yes.
He's turning.
Oh, yes. Jock Peterson's seeing it well. Now, Jock Peterson is due for an 0 for 6 day.
Oh, he is. He's fully capable of that.
But that seems, you know what? That seems like the whole Rangers lineup, quite frankly. It's either a home run or strikeout. So there you go. Caller number 8 playing the Double Dong Challenge. All right, let's take a quick break. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
You think about all the teammates that had to cancel their plans when Dak Prescott had to cancel his wedding.
They're probably pissed off about it.
Did you see the rumors over the weekend that Dak was at an event with the
bridesmaid?
The bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Now, they say there's nothing there.
Uh-huh. Where there's friends with benefits? And when did this affair start?
They
Apparently they've known each other since college.
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, they said they're just friends.
Sure. With benefits.
You don't know what benefits are there. I mean, you can have a female friend that does not include benefits.
No, I get that, but I'm not an NFL quarterback either. If I was an NFL quarterback, had as much money as Dak Prescott, I'd probably have several female friends with benefits.
Well, again, that explains why he doesn't have a fiancée anymore.
Exactly.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hormones can affect everything. Bad skin, bad hair, low energy, poor sleep, brain fogginess, libido, and weight gain. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we take a functional approach to your hormone problems. Eating right and exercise will not be beneficial without optimal hormone function. This goes for men and women. We do state-of-the-art testing to get to the root of your hormone issues and help you get well and stay well. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. We can help. 210-468-1891.
Tickets to the world's greatest soccer tournament start at ouch and peak somewhere around, okay, seriously? So, we'll watch from home. Academy Sports and Outdoors makes the best seat in the house your house, with grills that make concession stands nervous, coolers that don't charge $15 for a drink, and official team jerseys so you can find your people fast. Go all in for the cup without pulling a hammy reaching for your wallet. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
For 250 years, America has had a story to tell. And for over a century, radio has told it. Through triumph,
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
through challenge,
The White House announces Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
through change.
Congress passes the most sweeping civil rights bill ever to be
One
written
thing has
into the law.
remained constant, the power of a voice. This 4th of July, we celebrate 250 years of America and the sound that has been there every step of the way.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Claymore makes a good point here. The apron and luxury tax rules have prevented teams from repeating. That's a fact, man. It's hard to keep these teams together, and that was the goal, right? Was to create parity, make it make it easier for everybody to have a shot. And once you get they're like, oh, you draft a few guys, you shouldn't be able to just be good forever and pay whatever you want. They make it tough on these teams, and Oklahoma City's going to have to make some tough decisions. It's fascinating to me how these teams, and it's funny because if the Spurs or if the Thunder had won Game 7, we wouldn't be having this discussion. We'd be talking about the Thunder on their way to repeating, and if you've won back-to-back titles, it's not even a question of whether or not you pay the extra money. Of course you pay it. But because of that one game, the last 5 minutes of Game 7 could determine what the Thunder do going forward. That is fascinating to me. Because again, I think if they won that game, they win the finals, nobody's talking about cost cutting. It's counting money and hey, we'll pay what we got to do to keep paying or to keep it rolling. So we shall see what they decide to do. But yeah, some big decisions coming up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think the things that are going to determine what happens in the NBA Finals, I think one of the biggest things is, are the Knicks going to continue to be scorching hot from three? That is what has really driven this success. 7 players taking at least 2 threes per game in the playoffs. And of those 7 guys, Josh Hart is the only one not shooting above 34% from 3. Jalen Brunson, 35. OG Anunoby, 48%. Josh Hart, 30. McBride, 43. Karl Anthony Towns, 49. Mikal Bridges, 34. Landry Shamet, 60% from 3. All taking at least 2 three-pointers per game. They have been on fire from 3. That's going to be a key factor for the Spurs is how they defend it. Somebody on the Brigade Bar was talking about Steph Castle and turnovers, and he had some turnovers again in Game 7. I don't think the turnovers are going to be an issue like they were in this series because I don't think the Knicks are going to – the Knicks aren't the defensive team that the Thunder are. They're not going to create those turnovers that the Thunder create. They don't have lane jumpers. They don't have Cason Wallace and Alex Caruso who will pick your pocket every chance they get. I don't think that's going to be as much of an issue, but I also think De'Aaron Fox getting a few days to get healthy is absolutely critical for the Spurs' success coming up in Game 1. Just him having those extra – because it was clear through most of that series that he wasn't right. I thought Game 7 was a super gutsy performance for him, but there is no guy on the Spurs who needs that 3 or 4 day break more than De'Aaron Fox did. absolutely needed for him. But I think him being healthier is going to let him return to carrying the ball a little bit more. And the other thing is Wemby going to be incredible again? Is he going to be a good player? Is he going to shell up in his first finals? After what I saw, it's hard to imagine. The dude's got the it factor. It's hard to imagine this. I'm 45 years old, and in my lifetime, I'm trying to think of guys that have been as or more hyped going into the NBA than Victor Wembanyama. And I mean, LeBron James is the easy one, but other than maybe Zion, but no one has. Shaquille O'Neal, I guess, is probably the other one now that I've mentioned it. But the fact that Wemby has exceeded his expectations this early, and obviously LeBron and Shaq eventually exceeded expectations. Zion still has yet to meet them. But the fact that Wemby has already met and has a chance to exceed expectations in year 3 is unbelievable. Because I always think when we throw hype like this on guys, and Cooper Flagg feels like he's getting a lot of hype. It's not quite, LeBron, Wemby, Shaq level, but it's pretty. It's there. It's just so rare that it's ever met, and when it is, it usually takes a good little while. And Wemby is defying all of those odds. Defying all of them. I know another guy, and ironically, the New York Knicks, when Patrick Ewing came to the league, I was a little kid, but I knew the Patrick Ewing was supposed to be the best player. This was going to be the dude. And Patrick Ewing was a great player, Hall of Famer, but never able to lead his team to a title. If he is able to do this in year 3, this would be one of the quickest hype leading to results story in history. That said, I mean, there's guys that did this before. I'm sure I can't speak to it because I wasn't alive. And Vic was probably Vic. What year were you born?
71.
Oh yeah, Vic wasn't alive either. Rob, if Rob were here, if Rob could speak, which he can't, maybe he could speak to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like maybe anybody on the Brigade Bar remembers how hyped Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was when he came to the league.
I remember seeing him when I was little.
But
yeah.
I mean,
he just looked funny with his glasses.
He was a guy. They won 3 consecutive titles. He went like 88-2 in college.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, everybody knew this was the dude. Mm-hmm. And obviously he lived up to that. I don't know if it was anything like Wemby, but I don't think we've ever seen someone meet their hype this quickly if he's able to go on and do this. So it really is a special thing that we're seeing here. And, like, he's got all the swagger. He makes you believe in him. That's kind of the coolest thing about Wemby. And, like, my wife and kids – my wife hates basketball, quite frankly. And even she is, like, finding herself, interested in cheering because Wemby has this, to use a term that my kids use, aura to him. That he's got aura, he's got swagger that you just don't see in young players. And even Steph Castle has some to a smaller degree, but when Wemby's on the floor, Wemby believes he is the best player on the floor, and I don't know that he's going to believe there's an exception going forward. If he stood on the floor with the back-to-back MVP and was not intimidated by that, I don't know what's gonna make him feel that way. I still think, for my money, until I see differently, I still think Nikola Jokic today is the best player in the world. But man, it's happening so fast.
Yeah,
he's getting there so fast, and
he's maturing quickly.
It's crazy, dude. It just doesn't happen. And I said this all year long. Teams, when they make their first run, they don't win titles. They don't have this kind of success. Wemby's breaking all the rules. He is Like they call him an alien, and like he is that
for good reason.
He is changing. I say this all the time about when shooters want to go up against Wemby. Wemby changes the math of the NBA. He makes guys who have been playing basketball since they were 3 years old, 4 years old, think they know this is the angle I've got to get my shot at, and then Wemby's on the floor, and that math doesn't math anymore. You have to change everything you do.
Yeah.
And I think I have to change my mindset about what is possible because of this dude. And honestly, that like he's already proved me wrong about, you know, whether or not a young team, a team making their first appearance like this can go all the way. I've already changed my mind. Like I have no doubt in my mind that the Spurs are about to be NBA champions. And Saturday was the eye-opening, like, dude, this isn't a normal thing. This isn't your daddy's hyped player. This is a new thing that even I haven't seen. And again, I saw the hype that surrounded LeBron. I saw him ascend to become probably the second greatest player that's ever walked the planet Earth. There's people who make an argument that he's the greatest. Not me, but there's people who do. Shaquille O'Neal certainly lived up to his hype. None of them did it this fast. None of them did it this fast. And with Wemby, I fully believe that it's happening, and I still think there's still room for him to grow, which is maybe the most fascinating thing. All right. Coming up next, we're going to we've talked a lot about the winners.
Let's talk about the losers.
We got to talk about some losers. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Well, good Monday morning. We're still working that one accident, 35 southbound. The off-ramp to Frost Bank Center Drive right there, about a 3-minute delay in the area. Stop-and-go traffic now back from George Beach. And then we have another accident. This is going to be blocking the connector ramp. Loop 1604 westbound, the connector to I-10 right there. We're still working that one rollover, too, as well. Culebra Road at Zarzamora Street. Slow traffic to report. Highway 90 eastbound between Highway 211 and Loop 410. About a 1 to 2 minute delay right there, so not that bad yet. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Success starts with your drive. You bring the fire. American Public University will fuel the journey. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, low energy, low sex drive, low motivation. 100% of them can get it all back and feel like themselves again at Synergenics, whose providers are experts in hormone health. They work to tailor their TRT plans to make sure levels are where they need to be so every patient can feel great, look great, and live their best lives. They accept most insurance plans. Get your energy, focus, and drive back by booking your free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. That's Synergenics.com.
Need a reason to call Thomas J. Henry Law after a car accident? How about $1 billion? Because Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years, and why we're one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas. Car accident? Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Soccer's biggest event in the world is here, and Twin Peaks has the best seats in the house for your favorite matchups, paired with daily goal-worthy specials. With 4-area Twin Peaks location, Twin Peaks is your home for the world's biggest soccer event. Eats, drinks, and scenic views.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Monday at 2 when the Blitz begins, the NBA Finals will be set and the previews begin.
We'll have all the reaction from that big Game 7 in Oklahoma City Saturday night.
The Blitz, Monday at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys get back to work today and tomorrow. It's OTA season. The biggest question, will George Pickens be there after signing his franchise tag earlier this offseason? In Major League Baseball, the Texas Rangers swept the Kansas City Royals, finishing with a 6-3 win in the finale. The Rangers open up a series with St. Louis in St. Louis, a game you can catch live on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 6 with the pregame. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, yes, Kitty.
Yeah. Woo!
Yes.
La
Wimby
cumbia.
took it to him. Wimby gave him the business.
Bang! Bang! Come on, man. Bang!
Put it to him, baby. Claymore says some guy named Michael Jordan caused a buzz that lasted a while, too. But Jordan wasn't as, Jordan was hyped, but it wasn't like this. Like, Jordan, people didn't think that Jordan was the best player in the world the day that he came into the league.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the third pick in the draft. The Rockets thought that Hakeem Olajuwon was going to be a better player. I'm not saying the Rockets made a bad choice.
He's still good, but yeah,
he
you just
Jordan.
don't know. You just don't know.
You don't never know. And I think I think the key is going forward. Health. Can these guys stay healthy? My fear for Wimby is my fear for every person who is built like a weirdo.
Just don't fall awkwardly. Please don't do it.
Every giant has they almost all suffer the same fate. Their careers are almost always shorter than we want them to be. Knock on wood, I pray that Wimby, light your candles, light your Selena candles, and pray that
I was looking for candles at HEB. I didn't see any.
Wait, there's no Wimby ones yet?
No, I didn't see any. Just a bunch of the regular Jesus ones. And
it'd be funny if they had like a really tall Wimby one.
I know. Like a double candle. That'd be cool.
That's what they should do. That's what they should do. No, but it's all about can this dude stay healthy? We'll talk about that a little bit more here in a little bit. But we do have to take a look at the losers from this weekend. Well, I think the easy one to point the finger at is Chet Holmgren. It's low-hanging fruit. And I've been a guy who, gave him the benefit of the doubt. And listen, I'm not going to throw Chet out the window. It's when Chet is side by side with Wemby, man, it just makes him look a lot worse than he is, unfortunately for Chet. And to have the Game 7 that he had, it's inexcusable. There isn't a world where you can – he took 4 shots. I don't know. So he had 4 points. He took 2 shots. My bad. 4 points, 2 shots. 2 shot attempts. At least go down swinging. I've given a lot of grief to dudes who shoot the ball too many times in these situations. Like when you go like 2 for 15, I'm like, maybe stop at 2 for 11. Maybe it's not your night. Don't shoot those last 4. When you're the second best player on the floor for your team, supposedly, you go 1 of 2 in the NBA Finals. 1 of 2, Game 7.
Wow.
Dude.
Wah, wah.
Come on, Bubba. Come on. Greg says, AJ, where's your Spurs final hat? I don't have one yet, but I got a Spurs lid.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See, I thought I'm like Rob. I didn't want to buy any.
I'm not buying a final. I'll buy an NBA champion hat.
Yeah. I'll wait till they win, and that's the gear I'm getting.
Claymore, he looked like a kid forced to go face a bully that whooped his ass repeatedly. Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Yeah. C-Note says, AJ said I was crazy when I said Chet was ass. Chet's not ass in general.
He just had a bad game.
He was ass in Game 7, though, and he was really he was ass in this series. But again, that's what Wemby is going to do. Wemby is going to make a lot of dudes look like ass. Wemby is going to make a lot of dudes who are better than they look like bums against him. And that was the case here. And I think part of it is mental. I think Chet shrunk in the moment, and Wemby is clearly a guy who doesn't shrink in the moment. And so much of it comes down to that. And that's so shocking to me that Chet did that, because he knows what it takes to be a champion. So him rolling over in that situation, that's why, to me, it as big of a loser as you can be from this weekend. Another big loser is Major League Baseball over the weekend. Looks like baseball may not happen next season if things keep going the way they're going. MLB is proposing the first salary cap since the 1994 strike. And, when players and the owners are all talking about, there's a possibility that the 2027 season is compromised or doesn't happen altogether. Bryce Harper said, we're coming from 2 different areas. We both have to understand our game is in a great position right now to succeed, and we can't lose that momentum as players. We can't lose that momentum as owners. So wherever we're at, whatever they're coming with, whatever we're coming with, you have to come to an agreement before any of that happens, because there's no other things to do, or there is other things to do. It's not like 94 where there was just nothing else to do. It's not just, baseball's here. No, there's a lot of other things to do than just watch baseball. And if you remember, the last time Major League Baseball wanted a salary cap, the 1994 World Series didn't happen. And no one cared about baseball for like 10 years until Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa hit 1 billion home runs. That is where baseball might be headed again. And if it does, oh boy, is baseball going to be a loser. Huge loser. He says our game is in great direction, in a great place because of the Dodgers. Obviously, they make a lot of money. They're able to get free agents, but the Dodgers don't just do that. They draft well. They're very good. They do a very good job in the minors, developing guys. Other teams can't do that. You can spend all the money in the world, but you can have a terrible farm system and not have teams come up. So that's the argument for the small market teams is they don't hate the idea of a salary cap because it makes everything a little more fair. And Bryce Harper said, well, yeah, look at the Dodgers, but also look at the Red Sox. Look at the Mets. Look at the Astros. These are high payroll teams that are probably not going to be playoff teams. They're probably going to sell players at the deadline. Look at Tampa. Look at Milwaukee. Look at Cleveland. These are bottom 10 payroll teams that are all in first place in their division. So I get it. I get where the small market teams would like to say, hey, we want the Dodgers to stop spending so much. But the players aren't going to go for that. And if baseball right now, for the first time in a long time, Shohei Ohtani's made baseball something that I think like casual fans are remotely interested in. If baseball goes away again, dude, it's going to kill them.
Who's that?
Yeah, who's Shohei Ohtani? Yeah,
Nobody knows.
Yeah, you
My
don't know.
wife doesn't know who he is.
No one knows. He's he's yeah. A lot of people.
Nobody knows.
A lot of people have never heard of him. But
Never.
but yeah, if baseball can't get this figured out, they fall absolutely into the loser category. And finally, because I know he's listening on his way home, Rob Thompson. What a loser! Yeah, I can't even finish the show. Pathetic. I'm in here grinding, battling.
He's got the Mitch disease.
I know. He did. Dude, you should have heard him on Thursday.
Is it worse?
It was worse than today, yeah. Thursday, he sounded like Mitch Johnson. He did the whole show, and it was painful. Friday, he just took the day off, and then Monday, he thought today he was good enough to come in, and it just
Man, that's a long healing process there.
He had 2 hours in him. He just didn't have the
other
4
2
hours in him. Yeah, that's all. All right. I got to tell you about Game Day Men's Health. Guys, the clinic over at Game Day, they are built around one thing, and it's the idea that men deserve a modern and personalized approach to healthcare. And at Game Day, they're going beyond the routine, baby. They are addressing the full picture of your well-being. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're having trouble losing a couple pounds. You've got low energy or brain fog, or you just can't get yourself out of the gym. Maybe you need a little help in the bedroom. I'm not here to judge you on that stuff, man. You know, everybody's got their own things. Game Day is going to take care of all of that stuff. The experts there trained in testosterone replacement, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, and advanced peptide therapy. Those peptides, it's like magic potions. I don't even know how they work, but they can fix everything with that stuff. Game Day is going to help you with whatever you've got wrong with you, and you're going to immediately notice when you walk in the door, you're going to notice, man, this is a different kind of atmosphere. This isn't like a doctor's office. It feels like a lounge. They got golf on the televisions. They got snacks for you. Just a great time. Appointments are flexible. They open as early as 7, so you can call right now. Get in there right now. They can treat you on same day. 830-376-9100. Win back your health. Win back your life. 830-376-9100 for Game Day Men's Health.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the morning huddles. Rangers double dinger payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits 1, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyer4us.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale in soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQBar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQBar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Yeah.
Get you all hyped up.
Tarek says, AJ, you still getting that Spurs tattoo if we win it all? I am. Got to, baby.
Yep.
That's it. It's the only way. I can't taunt the sports gods like that. I can't.
No, you got to come through.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Have you thought about what it would be?
I've got a couple ideas.
All right.
I might do.
Where are we doing? Your leg?
I'll probably do on my other calf, kind of like that. I've got my my fantasy football loser tattoo.
Yeah.
On the back.
That's the loser's leg. You want the winner's leg.
Yeah, I might have a winner's leg, and I might do a Loteria card, like an El Campeón card.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility. I've always wanted a Homer Simpson tattoo, so I might have Homer Simpson in a Spurs jersey holding up the trophy.
Oh, I could do that.
So I could do that too.
No, you need a King of the Hill one.
I could do that too, yeah.
Yeah, either Bobby or Hank holding up the championship. That'd be
Bobby Hill holding up the trophy. Yeah.
What do you think, Dad?
Yeah.
San Antonio. Why would anyone live there?
What are you talking about, Hank?
Oh, that's why.
That's why they live here.
That's why they live here.
I see them. Imagine Hank and Bobby riding down, riding down military, seeing that.
Yeah, I just came. I needed to go to H-E-B.
Bobby, this is South Park Mall.
Dude, they were riding horses down there too. It's like, come on.
Gibbs said I talked mess about the corgi and said if the corgi's right, I'm buying one. So now I have to get a damn corgi. I'll sell you mine.
Oh yeah, you need to get rid of yours.
Yeah, I'll sell you mine.
Are you doing the challenge like that on your corgi?
Dude,
down the store, down the stairs?
Dude, my dog,
I know it's a dumb dog, but still.
My wife said, she said, why don't we have our Brisket's his name? She said, why don't we have Brisket pick the games? I said, Brisket doesn't know anything about sports. He's too stupid to hit a ball out of the air. He's got to
just put some chocolate in it. He'll find it.
He cares about two things in the world.
Okay.
My wife and food. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Not water, not poop.
No
toys.
It doesn't care about any of that.
It doesn't chase a cat. Nothing?
No. Just wants to be friends with my wife and eat food. Stupid dog. He's the
eat all
worst.
your chocolate.
Ate my wife's whole box of Mother's Day chocolate.
Oh man,
$40 worth of chocolate, 1.5 pounds of chocolate.
That's a lot, man.
1.5 pounds.
And nothing happened to the dog, right?
No,
just
he
did dog things.
Had the runs, but yeah, he's fine. He's back at it. But yes, I will indeed pay up and get that tattoo. Someone asked about the Stanley Cup final. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to start talking. Yeah. I'm not going to start talking about it yet. I first of all, I think this is the important thing about sports radio. I know you guys always think that I talk about stuff that I care about, like when I talk about poop stories or a guy getting. You missed it last week, Vic.
What did you talk about?
A guy who had to get 4 inches of his penis amputated.
Oh my God!
Yeah, 4 inches. Can you imagine that?
Well, how long was it?
Well, listen what happened to him. He woke up and it was all swollen up. It looked like a beer can.
Really?
And he was all freaked out. And he's like,
well, what did he do?
He said, well, I'll wait to see if it just goes down on its own. And so he was having his morning tea. He's from England. So he's having his morning tea.
Okay.
And he looks down and his pants are covered in blood. His penis exploded. And like a big.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like a big blister?
It just popped. And all the bottom exploded all over the kitchen.
No, man.
So he went to the doctor and he had penis cancer, and they said
that's a thing.
Yeah, and it looked like the bottom of his penis looked like someone took a bite out of it. Like So he had to get 4 inches amputated.
Nope.
Yep. That could be you, Vic, if you're not careful.
That would be almost all of it.
Yeah,
I got a little left.
Let me just rub this up against you. Let me rub this up against your leg till I'm done.
I need some Miracle Grow.
Yeah, so I know you guys think I only tell stories like that because I care about it, but the truth is I think the audience also cares about it.
Yeah.
And the truth is, I don't think the audience really cares about the Stanley Cup final, so I'm not going to bore them with it. I hope.
I didn't know what hockey was till I was in high school.
I have, let's just say I have a rooting interest. Hockey's a very superstitious sport. I've been taught, and I will not be making a prediction, but I'm hopeful. And
the only thing I like about hockey is when they start fighting, they give them a couple minutes, right?
Yeah, I like that
too.
That's
good. You just want to see how it's going to turn out. But
I like that. These dudes are tough too. Like, the other day, like a dude got. The puck hit him right in the knee. It's like the hockey players are almost they're covered almost all the way in pads,
except their teeth and knees.
Their knees have to be uncovered so they can skate. And he got hit right in the knee and just dropped like a ton of bricks.
I bet you that shattered his kneecap.
They hauled him off the ice. 5 minutes later, he was back out there, scored the game-winning goal. That's what I'm talking.
No way,
dude. That's how it works. Like the dude in the Olympics who got his face caved in.
Oh, that's
right.
And then
he won the gold medal for us. That's what I love, man. That's what I love about hockey. But no,
they play through it, man. Rub some dirt or ice on it, and just go.
I won't beat you guys' ass too much with the hockey because I know that you guys don't care. But just know that I do care, and it's It's me fighting the good fight to not talk about
Yeah,
it.
you could get about, you know what? Give 20 seconds update
Maybe
later next hour, and then that's all we need.
Make sure you put it on all the sports centers every day once the series starts.
Yeah.
And I want you to make like when Rob reads the sports centers.
Okay.
I want you to make him pronounce players' names.
Good luck with that.
'Cause I love when Rob pronounces players' names, and I think some of these European guys like Pavel Dorofeev, that'll be a good one for him to pronounce.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. I think Ivan Barbashev.
Well, if he's not here, then I'll just say, AJ's Golden Knights got game 1.
Well,
that's it.
You're not going to name a player?
No.
Come on, man.
I'll try.
Tomas Hertl with the goal. Tomas.
Is there any like Epifanio or any Gutierrez?
There's no
Mexicans, right?
There's no Mark Garcia. No.
There's no Mexicans.
No.
Come on, at least one had to make it there.
No, I don't think so.
Not one.
I don't think there's a single one. All right, we got 1 hour of programming left, Vic. Just me and you, buddy. Me, you, and the kitty. And we'll try and make it good stuff. We'll talk some more Spurs coming up, and we'll see what's going on in Hollywood. We got all kinds of time. We'll see the daily lines. Got a lot to go still. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
KTFM Floresville. The San Antonio Sports Stars studios are powered by San Antonio Metro Health. Asthma Awareness Month is a reminder from Metro Health. Know your triggers, work your plan, and don't let asthma keep you out of the game. Go Spurs Go. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Well, good Monday morning. We're still working that one accident, 35 southbound. The off-ramp to Frost Bank Center Drive right through, about a 3-minute delay in the area. Stop-and-go traffic now back from George Beach. And then we have another accident. This is going to be blocking the connector ramp. Loop 1604 westbound, the connector to I-10 right there. We're still working that one rollover, too, as well. Culebra Road at Zarzamora Street. Slow traffic to report, Highway 90 eastbound between Highway 211 and Loop 410, about a 1 to 2 minute delay right there, so not that bad yet. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's Luxe Boxes. Choose the $5, $7, or $9 box. Now with the shredded beef dipping taco. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Freezes and specialty drinks not included. Tax extra.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com. Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Eric Cargill's family has worked the same land for 5 generations.
If a farmer or rancher gets sick, that's downtime in harvest or planting. Animals don't care if you get sick. I have type 1 diabetes. What if my blood sugar crashes and I'm out in the middle, I'm 30 miles from anywhere?
That changed when nurse practitioner John Hodges opened Rawls Family Medicine.
If our clinic were not here, some of our patients would have to drive up to 90 miles to see a healthcare provider.
Healthcare is not a privilege, it's a right for everyone.
I just want to help as many people in the community as I can.
John Hodges keeps us going, all of us, and that's kept our farm and ranch alive, and hopefully into 6 and 7 generations.
How has a nurse impacted your life? Share your story at thepowerofnurses.org.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
When faced with complex challenges, there are people who come together to use their skills and connections to solve problems and transform lives. That's us. We are Rotary, a global network of people taking action to make the world a better place. We work with community partners to build green spaces for all to enjoy and to connect with nature and each other. We support local youth through mentorship and literacy programs, developing life skills that lead to academic success and personal growth. We're committed to causes that improve lives everywhere, building peace and economic opportunity, providing access to healthcare and clean water, and ending polio forever. We are people of action. Find your cause and take action with us. Learn more at rotary.org/action.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs are headed back to the finals. The race for safes begins. It's a 99 rematch as they take on the Knicks. The series begins on Wednesday here in San Antonio. To get there, the Spurs took down OKC in Game 7. Wemby was named the Western Conference Finals MVP. Speaking of the Spurs, when the season's done, they're going to say goodbye to their associate head coach, Sean Sweeney. He's finalizing a deal with the Orlando Magic to be their next head coach.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, you guys, it's the Morning Huddle on a Monday.
That was funny.
Me and Vic are gonna go watch. We're gonna watch Dutch movies together now.
Yeah,
they're funny folks. Game Shark says, PSA, don't give your dog chocolate. I didn't give my dog chocolate. My dog jumped on top of the bed and ate all the chocolate. I didn't choose to give that dog chocolate. He's just an idiot. Moron. The mayor went honking.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, she's got to make a PR move.
Was she with Spurs Jesus?
Now, Spurs Jesus. I want the Spurs here as much as you do. I care about. Oh, you know she hates having to pretend like she's a Spurs fan.
Oh yeah, she's like, I can't wait till this is over.
Yeah. I'm never gonna forget. She was trying to shut it down. Oh, we need to go through more process. Just give us the damn stadium. I think if they'd had that vote today, it'd be 100%.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's saying no to that thing. In fact, they should give some more money for it right now. Take money away from needy kids and homeless veterans.
Hit all the potholes.
Hungry vets, hungry kids, homeless vets, potholes, forget it.
Yeah, they can wait another year.
That's right.
Yeah.
Build that stadium. All right, we got to do something very important here.
It's the breathtaking play. Oh my goodness. From last night's game, powered by the City of San Antonio Metro Health.
And get a pick and roll.
Hartford, pass to Hartenstein, overplay, took it away. They want the double dribble, not called. Hartenstein blocked by Cornette. Oh, Cornette goes up and stops it. one. Here's the block you talked about.
The steal by Hartenstein. He believes he has a wide open layup. Out of nowhere, Luke Cornett with the beautiful rejection.
You're right. Momentum-wise, that may be the turning point in this Game 7. It's usually Wembanyama who does that. He's the one reacting to it.
That was the breathtaking play of the game. Every player needs a game plan. So does managing asthma. During Asthma Awareness Month, the City of San Antonio Metro Health reminds you that asthma doesn't have to keep you off the court, sidelines, or playgrounds. Work with your healthcare team, know your triggers, and stay ready to play. Go Spurs, go. What a game. What a play, even though it cost me.
I know.
God, it cost me big time.
Man.
That sucked.
Bittersweet.
Yep. What are you gonna do? I'll take it. The Spurs win. I'm a happy man. It cost me a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Big deal. Greg says, Luke, the big elote. What do you got going over there, Vic? You watching?
No, I was gonna look up something here on the phone, but I forgot this.
I think you're watching some dirty stuff over there. I had a couple clips that I wanted to play. Post game sound. Wimby talking about how this has been a lifelong dream for him.
Winning the Larry O'Brien, it's a childhood dream.
Larry O'Brien.
And having a real shot at it, having a chance, tangible chance at winning it, at realizing a dream, it's a chance. It's a lifetime chance, you never know when it's going to happen again. But it's, the day we win it, speaking for myself, it's going to be an amazing day of, realization of a dream, It's hard to put into words. It's almost like the meaning of my life,
The meaning of his life. Dude, that's a dude. All he cares about is basketball. I love it. Mm-hmm. Here's De'Aaron talking about what getting to the finals means for him.
Feels great, especially doing with this group of guys, with just how young and how talented they are to be able to be this resilient, especially against some teams that have been here. Playing Minnesota. They've been in the conference finals the last 2 years, and then obviously OKC been to the conference finals the last 2 years, been the number one seed the last 3 years, just won a championship. Being able to do it against those types of teams, I think, prepare you for whatever you're going to see at the end, and it's definitely great.
And both of those guys had a message for the fans. Let's see. Where's my – maybe I just have the Fox message to Spurs fans. Here you go.
I mean, one of the most loyal fan bases that you'll probably ever be around in any sport. And me being from Texas, I've actually gone to a finals game in San Antonio when they were playing Miami, so I've seen what the crowd can be like. I've seen how loud it can get, and just we're continuing to get better every day, and we're trying to bring another championship back to San Antonio. So that's my message.
Oh, here was the other one. It was Dylan Harper. They asked for his message to the Spurs fans as well.
I love y'all. Be safe out there in San Antonio. We're not done yet. I understand y'all are excited, but we got to be safe out there. We love y'all. We shot y'all all the time. Y'all travel for us. Y'all do everything. But please just be safe tonight, because we still got a lot more basketball to play, so just be safe.
And they did ask Derek. They asked Dylan Harper the advice that he got from his dad, who knows a little thing or two about winning.
Classic dad stuff. Obviously, he congratulates me, and then he talks about what he did. So you kind of just leave it at that. But he just told me just be confident in myself. There's a reason. It's a reason why I'm here, and just the job not done. The job's not finished, and he's kind of preached that to me throughout this whole playoffs, and just always telling me just to do the little things and just make sure that I'm aggressive and make sure that at the end of the day I leave it all out there.
Well, left it all out there indeed, and now on Wednesday, 7:30. We get the NBA Finals. I, for one, am stoked. Again, I had no doubt that the Spurs were eventually going to win titles, this iteration of the Spurs. I did not think it would be this year. And they are just they are all over it, man. So congrats to them. Congrats on what I say, skipping steps. Who cares what the steps written down are? They're making their own path. It is pretty incredible. C-Note says Cornette is the big elote. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was his nickname. It's a good nickname, though. Corn. I get it. The corn reference. It's corn. It's got the juice. I do like that. And one other guy, I got one other clip I want to play, and we haven't really talked about this guy, and I feel like I should, because last year I said he was my least favorite. Well, Sohan was my least favorite player on the Spurs last year.
Okay.
My second least favorite player was Julian Champagnie, and he has turned a corner, and he played so well in the Western Conference Finals and got overshadowed by everything that Wemby and Castle and Harper were doing and Fox in Game 7. Champagnie was arguably the most consistent guy in that series. But I thought he was fantastic. But here's him talking about the OKC series and how what he believed going into this thing.
We had seen them a bunch during the season, and they're a great team. So credit to them. They have the MVP. That's what it is. So we got to respect that and play them honestly every time we play them. But going into the first game we played them, which was I think the Cup game, we just told ourselves, we installed the thought in our minds that we can beat them and that there's no team that's better than us when we're locked in. And I still feel like that's just a true statement, and that's just what we live by, what we're living and dying by. Young or not, experienced or not, that's how we're moving.
A guy who's really stepped up in these big moments. Chris says Harper may have saved the game when he slid and held Castle down from getting up and fighting after that hard foul. I agree. I thought that was a big moment as well.
Yeah.
Jagged says Knicks game 1, Knicks game 6. That's 2 wins for the Knicks. Well, Jagged, there's a little math problem there. If the Knicks win game 1 and then the Spurs win game 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the Knicks don't win again until game 6, there won't be a game 6. Game 6 would never happen if they don't win one of those other games. They're going to have to win one before game 6. Harper remembered what happened to Wemby. Oh, we can't lose you in this game right now. I don't think there's any doubt. I think that he realized how important it was, and he realized that Alex Caruso is one of those dudes who's looking to bait you into making a move like that, looking to bait you into reacting. Caruso's a great guy at controlling his emotions and playing into yours. And I thought that Gibbs says it was a jiu-jitsu backpack that Harper did on Castle. That's what I said. I said, you got to put your hooks in if you're going to hold him down like that. Havoc says Champagnie and Vassell have helped move the needle on offense and defense. Both those guys played huge roles. Both guys who are going to be kind of underappreciated because of where they fall in the pecking order on this team. But, yeah, both guys played a great series, Champagnie and Devin Vassell on both ends. And Champagnie, really both those guys, not typically guys I look at as solid defenders. They're below average defensive pieces. Both had above average defensive series. So kudos to them. Kudos to Sean Sweeney. Congrats to Sean Sweeney on his new gig. But yeah, I thought the defense just was phenomenal throughout most of this series. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, there's some other things going on in the world of sports besides the Spurs, believe it or not. We'll check in on that. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
On the northeast side, still have heavy traffic on I-35 southbound. Did have an accident just after O'Connor. That has since been cleared. Traffic, however, sluggish from Pat Booker. Might want to add an extra 4 or 5 minutes to your commute. Also, the far north side, Loop 1604 westbound, have a pocket of heavy traffic from Bulverde to Gold Canyon. About a 5-minute delay through there. I'm Dan Miles, KTSA. Time saver traffic.
This report is sponsored by America 250.
This July 4th, celebrate at America's Block Party, a can't-miss concert at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, hosted by America 250. See music performances from major artists, patriotic tributes, and kick off Giving Forth to make it the largest day of giving. Learn more at america250.org.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them. They have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Support comes from Amazon Business. Unlock smart business buying with fast, free delivery on millions of items and practical AI innovations that automate repetitive tasks so you can make smarter decisions faster. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Giving your liver a spring cleaning is easy with Active Liver from New Nordic, the delicious daily detox that will keep you feeling your best. Search for Active Liver by New Nordic on Amazon or pick up some at your local CVS, Wegmans, or GNC.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Dun, 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 dun. How about this, Vic?
What?
A 1/1 23-24 Panini Prism Black Parallel Rookie Card. Jim Mint PSA 10. Wemby was sold.
PSA 10. Okay.
What do you think the price was? 1/1.
1/1.
A perfect 10.
1.1 million. Am I short?
You're short.
1.4.
So the last before the highest sold Wemby card was an $860,000 card.
Yeah, I remember that one. Okay.
That was a PSA 9 in February of last year. This one, 2023 Prism, Black 1/1, Jim Mint 10, sold for $5.11 million.
What?
$5.11 million.
God.
It is the most expensive non-autographed NBA card ever sold.
I was going to say, was it autographed? I guess not.
It is the 4th highest publicly known sale of any NBA card ever.
Right.
And there are no rookie autograph Wemby cards because he had a deal with Fanatics, and Panini had exclusive NBA rights his rookie year, so they couldn't make Wemby autograph cards. So there are no Wemby rookie autos. So this is about as good of a Wemby card as you can get. But eBay says that the card values for Wemby have skyrocketed, particularly so at May 18th when he scored 41 and had 24 rebounds in the double overtime win, game 1. His name got searched 5,300 times per hour the day after that. Been the most searched player on eBay over the last month. And they said there's a sort of obvious ceiling for him just as an athlete that I think is higher than most people that are like the ordained superstars. Like the next guy that we anticipate them being pantheon people. That's what the guy says, the guy who spent $5 million on a card. He said, like Cooper Flagg, for example, or someone who didn't pan out from a few years ago when Zion Williamson came in. There was a lot of talk about him. If you take all these players and say, what's their ceiling? I think Wembanyama, his ceiling is significantly higher. And he talked about how Shohei Ohtani cards, which, I mean, some of the numbers on these Shohei Ohtani cards are out of control. But
they would have been better if they knew who he was.
I know. But there are dudes who got laughed at for spending $3 million on Shohei Ohtani cards 5 years ago, who turned around and sold them for $8 million this year.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So it really is unbelievable. It is the 3rd sale of over $5 million this year in sports cards. A 2013 Bowman Chrome Superfractor autographed 1/1 Aaron Judge with a 9.5 out of 10 autograph grade from Beckett, sold for $5.2 million. That's the most expensive card this year. In February, a 1909 Honus Wagner T206 with a PSA 1 went for $5.12 million. That card, I mean, you find that card in any condition.
It doesn't matter what it is.
It could be lit on fire. It's $5 million.
It's still good.
So, the $5.11 million. And he says,
did it have one owner of the card?
Yeah, one owner.
One owner, and he pulled it from a pack?
Pulled it from a pack, immediately sent it to PSA for grading. And he says that cards are an attractive alternative to investing in major sports franchises. He says the cost to buy a franchise of really any kind is so cost prohibitive. So what the high-end sports card market has become, in my opinion, is the next best thing to that. And it might be better, because owning a professional sports team comes with an enormous amount of bleep. You have to tie up an incredible amount of capital after the asset purchase for payroll and everything else. There's social responsibility. Obviously, you're playing in the biggest league, and it's a great asset to own and all that stuff. But if you don't own the majority of the team, I was looking into team ownership for a lower stake of a basketball team. I was told, look, man, if you're not going to be the governor, the main guy, the main owner, just buy season tickets on the wood because they'll treat you better. Which, hey, he said you've got no voting rights, even socially, if you wanted to. Bring up that you own 10% of, say, the Lakers. People will be like, you don't own the Lakers. I tied up millions of dollars in cash for this, and that's it. So what is card ownership then? If you're going to go after these great cards, like these true FU cards, he says, I have the show. He also owns the Shohei Ohtani Aaron Judge dual logo auto. That he paid $2.16 million for that one. He says, I have people I answer to financially when I make investments or decisions. They're like, you could buy a freaking house. I say the difference is 1 or 2% of billionaires in the world don't really, really, really want my house, but they want that card.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody who has stupid money that just for whatever reason loves Wembanyama, easy for me to say, they're going to pay 3X. They're not going to pay 3X for a piece of real estate. They will pay 3X for that card. So,
and it's only going to go up. And, and then, when we win, how much do you think it'll be valued?
I don't know.
Or should he have waited till after?
No,
right?
Well, the guy who sold it probably should have waited.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Could have got more.
The highest known sports card sale of all time is a Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, 2008 Upper Deck Exquisite Dual Logo Man patch autograph, one of one. It's a PSA 6 card and a 10 autograph grade, and it went for $12.9 million.
I remember seeing that card displayed.
Man. The Dual Logo Man Jordan LeBron from the year before that, one of one, went for $10 million. This card, I can't believe it exists. 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle graded a 9.5. You know how hard it is to get a brand new card graded a 9.5? This dude's got a 1952 Topps at a 9.5. That's the second highest card of all time, 12.6.
I don't know.
The Anonis Wagner, 1909, 7.25. That was a grade 2. And then
what is the highest? Let me look. I'm curious on what's the highest Honus Wagner card out there.
That's this one. It's 1909 SGC 2 grade, $7.25 million. Got a 2. Now in 2021, someone bought one for 6.6, and it was an SGC 3. So he got a good deal.
Oh yeah, he did.
But yeah, this is pretty wild. This is the 11th most expensive card ever sold, this Wemby card. So,
and it's a Spur.
Look at this. These are some recent sales on Wemby cards.
Okay.
A Wemby gold refractor auto on card, numbered 48 out of 50. And this is a Topps, so he's not even wearing his jersey doesn't even say Spurs. It's just a black jersey and him holding the basketball, autographed. 48 out of 50, so there's 50 of these in existence.
Okay.
Sold for $10,000 this last week. Ungraded.
Ungraded, you say?
Ungraded. 2024, Topps Mercury, Victor Wembanyama patch autograph. So it's got a little piece of his jersey and an autograph.
Okay.
Numbered out of 75. Ungraded. $7,000.
I was going to say $7,000. Yeah, right in that area.
The money in these cards
and how much does it cost to grade? 300, 500, something like that? Or does it depend on the card?
It depends on what it comes back at. Like PSA so Beckett, if you send it to them, they'll grade your card, they'll charge you what they charge you, and they'll send it back. They're very tough on you though. PSA is known to be a little less tough. But if you've got a high graded card, they make you pay extra to get it back.
So if you got a 10, let's say you get a PSA 10.
So my Jordan cards, when the 8.5 came back, I had to pay over $1,000 more to get it
for the one card.
For that
or
one
for
card.
All of them.
For that one card.
How many did you have graded?
5. But that
all at the same time?
Yeah. So in the 8, so I had 8s. Those cost me more, but it was like $600, $700
per card.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
The 8.5 was it was over $1,000. Yeah, that they upcharged. Now,
so you spent a total of what? $4,000 getting those?
Yeah. Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
No way.
Yep. I mean, the good news,
but you got 5 of them though.
Yeah, well, I sold a PSA 6 that was.
That's right. I remember you telling me that.
And that made $5,000 just up off the top. So,
did your wife know, or was she in the hospital?
I should have waited.
You should have waited.
Struck while the iron was hot.
Yeah, she in surgery yet? I want to go sell these cards.
All right, let's take a quick break, and coming up next, we'll see what's going on in Hollywood. A little segment we call Huddle on Hollywood. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits 1, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. To have payment plans, call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problem. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
When faced with complex challenges, there are people who come together to use their skills and connections to solve problems and transform lives. That's us. We are Rotary, a global network of people taking action to make the world a better place. We work with community partners to build green spaces for all to enjoy and to connect with nature and each other. We support local youth through mentorship and literacy programs, developing life skills that lead to academic success and personal growth. We're committed to causes that improve lives everywhere, building peace and economic opportunity, providing access to healthcare and clean water, and ending polio forever. We are people of action. Find your cause and take action with us. Learn more at rotary.org/action.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager. Hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQBar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQBar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys get back to work today and tomorrow. It's OTA season. Biggest question, will George Pickens be there after signing his franchise tag earlier this offseason? In Major League Baseball, the Texas Rangers swept the Kansas City Royals, finishing with a 6-3 win in the finale. The Rangers open up a series with St. Louis in St. Louis, a game you can catch live on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 6 with the pregame. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Joe Reinigle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah! Celebration, baby. Feels good.
Yeah, sure does.
Feels good. And I love it. I love how you guys here in San Antonio react to this team, man. It is as fun as it gets. Lot of vibes, man. And not every team, even when they win championships, has this. So,
I don't picture. Yeah,
be proud.
They don't do it like us.
No. Well, we talked about it. We talked about it last week. You weren't here, Vic. What'd you do for your vacation? What were you doing?
No, I just had a couple of days off, just at home with the grandbabies, and got the garage, working on the garage more. So
Organizing the garage?
Yeah, throwing away a bunch of stuff I don't need.
Look at you. That's all you did.
Yeah, trying to be productive. Oh, and I did the yard Thursday.
You had any, did you get a good meal at least?
Oh, yeah. I ate steak twice this weekend.
Oh, yes. Oh,
had a T-bone on Thursday and a ribeye on Sunday.
Okay, there you go.
It's the way to do it.
A lot of artists have dropped out of the Great American State Fair, which is the big concert that's coming up there for Freedom 250. Morris Day and The Time.
I didn't know he was still alive.
Yeah.
Jeez, he looks the same.
The Commodores, CNC Music Factory, Young MC, Brett Michaels, and Martina McBride have all dropped off the concert. And Trump has said they should cancel the concert altogether. And he's also offered to replace the performers who bailed with his own performers.
No.
Right now, the remaining artists on the bill are
who survived?
Vanilla Ice and Flo Rida.
That's it?
Yes.
There's only two?
Well,
all right.
Milli Vanilli is also listed on the bill, but a press release from the quote original and real vocalists of the band, which remember I thought they were lip syncers
Yeah,
the
I
whole
was going
time.
to say, yeah, me too.
States that they are not performing, and anyone listed as Milli Vanilli on the advertisement should be considered a tribute band. And there's not much lower place in life than Milli Vanilli tribute band. That's a bad place to be. But he said
you're going
Trump
nowhere.
said the artist got the yips. He called them third rate and said they get paid far too much money and aren't happy.
I thought he could afford it.
He says I'm thinking about bringing the number one attraction anywhere in the world. The man who gets much larger audiences than Elvis in his prime, and he does so without a guitar. The man who loves our country more than anyone else, and the man who some say is the greatest president in history, Donald J. Trump, to take the artist's place. Maybe I'll come.
Is he going to go out and sing with Flo Rida?
Maybe I'll give a major speech, and I'm going to call it the America is Back rally at the same time and location where the concert was going to be held. And I'll say, you know what? Only great patriots are invited. It will be a wild and beautiful celebration of America. The only real patriots left, the only real true Americans, Flo Rida and Vanilla Ice. I'd like to thank them, and I'd like to bring them out for a duet as they sing "America the Beautiful."
Oh God, no!
Oh, I love it, man. I just love any time there's I like my favorite thing. Honestly, my favorite thing about Trump, and I'm not a Trump hater or a Trump lover, but my favorite thing about Trump is when
things don't go right.
Things don't go his way, and he's like, "Well, you're a piece of crap."
Yeah, yes, no.
It's like if you say anything against him, it's like, "Well, you're the worst thing in the world."
Yeah, I like it when things don't go his way.
Keep It Sports said, "Where's his boy Kid Rock?" I don't know. I would think Kid Rock would be available.
You would think, right?
Kid Rock, Ted Nugent.
Did
Ted Nugent die? He died, didn't he?
I don't know. Did he?
Maybe not.
I don't think he did.
No, he's still alive.
Hey, but wait a minute. How come neither of them were mentioned at all?
I don't know. I don't know why they're not playing the Great American Concert.
That makes no sense. Man, Ted's 77?
Yeah.
He's up there.
I can't believe CNC Music Factory backed out. I was looking forward to that show.
Aren't they Puerto Rican?
I don't know. I don't know. That would be too funny. That would be too funny. Maybe Bad Bunny will play.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the? You remember the handyman on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Handyman Joe. His name was Handyman Negri was his name.
On Mr. Rogers?
Yeah.
No, I just remember that evil puppet lady.
No, this was a good guy.
Yeah.
He was the handyman.
Or Mr. Green Jeans. No, that was Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah, he played the character and says he's not handy in real life. Apparently, he said, I can't even hammer a nail, but they said, don't worry about a thing. It's going to all be pretend. And he would sometimes play the guitar. He ran the music shop on the show.
Okay.
Well, he died. 99 years old. 99 years old.
Wow.
He was born in 1926. He began performing on the radio when he was 3 years old. He says, so my dad, rather than have to worry about the pianist accompanying him, he put a ukulele in my hands and started teaching me the songs, and I would play the ukulele while I was singing on the radio when he was 3 years old. How crazy is that?
Wow.
But yeah, the handyman for Mr. Rogers, 99 years old. 2 weeks before he made the 100 years old. Womp, womp.
Oh, well.
Speaking of that, the Freedom 250 thing.
Okay.
Vanilla Ice. They asked Vanilla Ice why, with all these people dropping out, why are you still playing? And he says, music is not political. I don't even vote, so I don't even care. He said, I'd go play if President Biden asked me to play, I'd play. You play for your fans. You know, we don't get a chance to pick our fans. They pick us. I'll go play for Putin. I'll play in Iran if you want. It don't matter. That's a statement. I'll play for Putin. I'll play for Iran. But that's so vanilla. You sure you want to go that way? It's not political at all.
That's funny.
Vanilla Ice's music, notoriously not political.
Notorious.
Kick it one time, boy. Yeah. Finally, the number one movie in the country, Backrooms, $38 million on Friday. This is, I don't know much about this show, Backrooms. I've seen the previews for it. My kids say it's based on a video game. But $38 million projected to gross 85 to 90 more over the weekend. So they're talking about triple the previous record holder for this from A24 from that studio, which was Civil War, earned $25.5 million.
Right.
Basically, the story is it follows a furniture store owner who discovers a portal in his showroom.
Okay.
And apparently, it took apparently one of the biggest indoor sets in history to make. But yeah, so apparently people are into it. My kids want to go watch it. I may end up going to watch it. Pressure, the World War II movie, ended up 6th with $2.46 million. Usually war movies do well, but it didn't do that well. The second best movie was Obsession, $8.1 million on Friday, $28 million over Memorial Day weekend. Expected to make 28 when the numbers come in, 28 more million this weekend. The Star Wars Mandalorian and Grogu was third, $6.5 million on its second Friday.
Oh, I got to still see that.
A 70% drop from its opening day. So it's doing well, but the figure is going to it says its domestic total is going to be about 135 million through 2 weekends, which is good, but not as good as they were hoping it would be, I think, for a Star Wars movie. So there you go. That's what's up at the theaters. Are you going to go to the theater to watch that movie?
Yeah, I was going to
really?
go. Yeah, actually,
I thought you don't go to the theaters.
I really don't, but when it's Star Wars, yeah.
Okay.
But I wanted to go Friday when I was off, but grandkids weren't cooperating.
Man, you should have just tied them up, put them in a cage.
No, I can't do that.
If you could blame it on your wife.
As much as I wanted to,
blame it on your wife. I just say I can't believe she did this. I would have never.
Yeah, it's like I came home to this. Oh my God.
Gibbs says Mandalorian is significantly better than Rise of Skywalker, but I already do not remember the movie. Damn, if you forgot it that fast,
then forget it. Yeah.
Well, wait till it comes on Disney Plus.
Well, thanks to social media, TikTok, I think I saw the whole movie just with random clips throughout. Just me watching one clip and then more come up, and like I almost saw the whole movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of it, but here's the spoiler: The Mandalorian dies. Yeah. No. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to ruin it for you, but yes, I'm afraid that's what happened. Actually, I have no idea. That's not a real spoiler. That's a made-up spoiler. All right, let's take our last break of the day. When we come back, we'll take a look at the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
There's nothing I hate more than dishonest business practices. So I built the company GiveMeTheVin.com around this slogan. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. At GiveMeTheVin.com, we show up at your house, check in hand, pay off your payoff. It's just that simple. GiveMeTheVin.com.
We're the only 5-star BBB rated card buyer out there.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper. So knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Oh no, I dropped my lip balm in the water. I can't think of anything worse than the looming threat of potentially having chapped lips. It was ginger vanilla too, my favorite flavor.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Monday at 2 when The Blitz begins, the NBA Finals will be set and the previews begin.
We'll have all the reaction from that big Game 7 in Oklahoma City Saturday night.
The Blitz, Monday at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flowing like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance. Oh, man. Deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gain weight. Better hit bullseye, the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Oh! Y'all didn't know I had it in me.
Still remembered.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, just second nature.
Now that the party is pumping, with the bass kicked in and the Vegas are pumping, quick to the point, no faking, cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Come on.
Hey, so once he plays this song, what other song is he going to do? That's
He's going to play this again.
Just again and again and again.
Play it again. Tell him again, Ice. Okay, do it again, guys. Let's play it again. Oh, boy. Dude, did you see this gal? Wow. This might be the dumbest chick ever.
Uh-oh.
Listen, we know women do some dumb things. Dumb things.
Mm-hmm.
This one's worse. This gal, who is a real live realtor in San Antonio.
Okay.
There's a Threads. She's got a Threads account. SA_realtor_Steph. So a local realtor here says, are you doing everything you can to create a successful real estate business but just can't create consistent income? Are you newly licensed and completely lost on how to create success? Are you closing deals but know you could multiply your production if you had the right tools and support? If any of the above sound like you, then this message was meant to find you.
Huh.
So she's got like a way to help people like capitalize, right? Really get the most out of their business.
Right.
Well, imagine being a local San Antonio realtor and then posting on your Threads a picture of you wearing a Knicks shirt with the hashtag Go Knicks Go, Spurs are mid, sorry not sorry, hashtag your San Antonio realtor. No one's going to buy a house from you now.
Oh, man.
What are you...
I wouldn't sell her gas.
What are you thinking? I mean, imagine like imagine if a taqueria put a Knicks flag outside their taco shack right now.
Oh yeah.
No one would go.
No one will go. Yeah.
Come on. Oh yeah, Greg and Gibbs bring up "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go," the Ninja Turtle song. That's his other song.
That one.
Yeah, I forgot about the Ninja Turtle song. Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. Oh yeah. All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Rob says Vanilla AJ. He didn't know, right? Claymore, you didn't know I had it in me, did you, Claymore? No, I mean, you thought like. You probably thought, oh, no, AJ's...
Oh, yeah.
AJ's too white to know all the words to that song.
He only knows Wilson Phillips. That's all he knows.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he knows, he sure he knows all the words to Madonna songs and Taylor Swift songs. And, yeah, but Vanilla Ice, no way he'll know that. Suckered you in with that one. I got them all, baby. The Spurs are 4.5, looking like it's going to be 5-point favorites. It's headed that way in Game 1 against the New York Knicks. The Spurs are minus 205 to win the series. The Knicks plus 170 coming back the other way. Me, I like the Spurs minus a game and a half, which means if the Spurs win in 4, 5, or 6, I am a winner.
There you go.
No, if they win in 4 or 5, 4
or 5.
4 games to 2. As long as they win in 6, I'm a winner. And that is plus 115. I think that's the way to go about it. So if they win in 4, 5, or 6, I win. I'll take that. Spurs minus 2.5 if you think they're going to win in 5 games or 4 or 5 games.
Okay.
That's plus 210. So you can take a pretty big swing that way as well. So there's your looks at the spreads in that one. In the NHL, which gets started tomorrow, I give you these lines without commentary. The Vegas Golden Knights at the Carolina Hurricanes. The Carolina Hurricanes are minus 155 favorites in Game 1.
Okay.
They are minus 155 favorites to be the Stanley Cup champion. The favorite to win the Conn Smythe Trophy for the best player of the playoffs is Mitch Marner, who is he plays for the Golden Knights. Frederik Andersen, the goalie for the Carolina Hurricanes, is your second favorite at plus 220. Major League Baseball today. The Tigers at the Rays. Rays are minus 160. Who's our double dong guy today? Who's the
let me
player?
look. Yeah, keep going. I'll look.
Okay. Miami is at Washington. The Nationals minus 145. Kansas City at the Reds. The Reds minus 195. Giants are in Milwaukee. Brew Crew minus 155. White Sox at the Twins. Twins minus 155. The Rangers. Jacob deGrom on the hill for the Rangers. Michael McGreevy for the Cardinals. Rangers minus 125 favorites on the road. Kyle Freeland goes for the Rockies. They're in Anaheim taking on the Angels. Angels minus 210. Dodgers at the Diamondbacks. Dodgers minus 170. And the Seattle Mariners minus 130 favorites hosting the New York Mets. Who's our double dong, Vic?
It looks to be Roberto Solis again. He got through.
What?
That's like the third one in a row.
Whoa!
Yeah, he got Jock Peterson.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to you, brother. Good luck. Ayatollah says AJ's a Spurs secret weapon. Look what he did to the Vegas Knights, living up there. Just saying, Bubba.
Yeah?
Just saying. I win chips around here. I win chips. Let's go. Go, Spurs. Go. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. Jason and Joe are going to come in and celebrate Spurs championship Monday with you guys starting at 2. Give them a listen if you haven't. We'll be back tomorrow. Do it all over again. Go, Spurs, go!
KTFM Floresville. The San Antonio Sports Stars studios are powered by the City of San Antonio Metro Health.